Bob's RC, what's going on, man? Holy shit. Damn. What up, Shade Tree? Bag of dick. Girding. What's going on, bruh? Um, so the 5B is pretty much done. So now I'm on bullshit like I need a motor mount. I just ain't trying to pay, man. They're so expensive. And I came to the conclusion I just can't wait weeks, possible months. Hold on, y'all. Um, Waiting on the pizza. Shade Tree, you watching the temp drop? So for the 5B body, right? I've been thinking of doing a candy apple red. A candy apple red on it. Or I was thinking like a burnt orange, like what Joe you did. Or some type of like a root beer barrel brown or like a dark bronze. Damn, your weather is nice out there, Joe. It's supposed to be 30s and 40s next week. It sucks. I'm gonna have to cut this receiver box or this battery box because it has the. You can see it right there. It says TLR tune. It has a metal piece up here. It's kind of tight. Sucks. I gotta cut it.
What up?
There he is, big man on campus.
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for hitting me up.
No problem, man. I be watching and watching and watching. I'm just like, man, I gotta talk to him. I gotta talk to him. You famous out
This
there.
is long. This is long overdue, man. My bad about the previous time trying to get up.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Things happen. I've been, I'm not one of those big YouTubers. You know what I mean? I'm let's just say I'm more blatantly honest.
I'm with you too. I don't consider myself a big YouTuber either. I just, you know what I mean. I just do what I like to do. You know what I mean. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. It'd be nice to get big, but I just like to build stuff, like to go fast, like to do stuff just a little differently than everybody else. That's it.
Right, right. I feel that. But with that being said,
Mm.
if the people that are in here, if you guys don't know who Jay Mitch is, you guys are gonna, like I said, I'm blatantly honest, so you're gonna be shocked. I'm not. I'm not. You guys might think like I'm dick riding, but this man got some shit. He got some shit. He got a lot of stuff, man. And watching him, I'm just like, wow. But the first question I gotta ask,
Mm.
what do you do for a living?
Um, Dude, I work in the pharmaceutical industry. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I work in the pharmaceutical industry for the place that makes that vaccine that everyone's using. Um, but I do a lot of different things, man. I do a lot of other little things. Got a couple investments. Got little stuff, just little things. And really though, RC, man, all those little toys back there are worth some money.
That's
For
why I
sure.
asked. I'm like, what do you do to be able to afford it? You know what I mean? Because the stuff you come out with, and I don't know if a lot of people might not watch you, but you don't see you with the stuff that everybody else sees. You know what I mean? You got the Vetkas, you got all the low C's, you got the MCDs. Nobody sees MCDs in the US. You know what I mean? We
Mhm.
can't afford them. So when we see you with them, or I see you with them, it's just like, where is it coming from? How does he do it?
I'll
You
be
know what I
honest
mean?
with you. I'm I Yo, I'm a nasty used car salesman. A lot of my stuff is used. The first MCD I had, that Raleigh, I got that used. It's through the network. It's through the people I know. It's through Facebook. It's through the used marketplace. I don't really pay full price for everything. I do a lot of wheeling and dealing. That's what I love about the hobby. You can build what you want. You can buy and sell, trade, do stuff. A lot of the stuff, a lot of my hobby is funded from the hobby. I play with these
Mhm.
cars. Like you mentioned the Vector, right? I sold the Vector. I sold both of my Vectors. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I sold both of them. Well, I sold one and I traded one to I don't know if you know him, Elbert Mack. I traded my Vector to Elbert Mack, and he traded me that XLT 450 I have. I traded that with him straight across. Oh, actually, he threw me a couple dollars on top with that. You know what I mean? But it's just all funded through the hobby, man. And then, when I'm shouting out Adam from RC Discount, you know what I mean? Adam takes care of me. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say I get a major discount, but I get to go in there and be like, yo, work with me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people actually hit him up and drop my name and get stuff from him. So yeah, I'm not. I'd say a lot of my hobby is funded from the hobby. I don't really what I do for my professional. That's just for my family and maintaining where we live. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
I feel that.
I just sell a lot though. As much stuff as I buy, I sell.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same boat. I mean, everybody in here knows that I flip and flip and flip.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my yearly income, you wouldn't believe it. You would not believe my yearly income. It's very, very low. So I get what I can at a very good price when they're like broken down, beat up. You know what I mean? So I fix the little parts that need to be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And one some people don't know is you can't sell a dirty RC. It don't work. You can't do it. The price drops significantly. Even if under that car is brand new, you just can't do it. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to take that off your hands for a very, very low price. And I'm going to wash it and sell it just like it was, but clean. You know what I mean? And look like it's been taken care of. That's something people don't know.
You know how many $150 Armors I bought and flipped for like $400? Exactly from what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And it's I kind of feel like a lot of people are trying to do that now, but a lot of people don't understand the game. Like it's a game. The used RC market is a game, and I've been through the school of hard knocks. You know what I mean? Like
trial and error. I've done it.
Trial and error, or find them cheap. People just hit you up sometimes. I don't know about you, but sometimes people just hit me up. Yo, I got this. You want to buy it?
Right.
300. Nah, I want to give you 300. Let me give you 2.
Exactly. I mean, I get it a lot all the time.
You know, and sell it for like 3 or 4. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's like, even like, I'll give you another one. Even like, okay, say that Arrma EXB that they had on sale for Black Friday.
Right.
They had on sale for like 300, 340 or something like that. Yeah. I'll buy that, sit on it, and then sell it for 400. You know what I'm saying? To make a couple dollars, even if it's just a little bit, you're still coming. Mm-hmm. If you do it a couple times, it turns into something, and then you keep stacking until you get to the point where you want what you want. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And yeah, I take losses because I want something so bad. I'll take a loss on it. Like, all right, I'm gonna sell this. I'm gonna sell it for the low because I know I'm gonna get it fast to be able to get what I want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I still take losses, which is the dummy thing to do, but it's like I want something, I want it now because I'm impatient. You know what I mean? But yeah, that used.
My bad.
The used car or the used RC business is big, but you gotta realize, and I don't know if you got hit, but I got hit when it came to, you know what I mean, the old boy Sleepy Joe, he or whoever it was, whatever the case, changed that law into 20,000 on PayPal. You know what I mean, to the 600. Now people don't want to buy and sell. Now people don't want to do it. You know what I mean? Because that's income. You know what I mean? So if I buy all these RCs and where I'm buying and selling, because I'm shipping out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not staying in my state. I'll ship. I ship to Pakistan, bro. I ship all the way to Pakistan. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, it's like you want me to pay taxes on that. Now it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? People don't want to do it no more. So when I try to buy something for the low, they're like, man, if I do that 3 times, that's going to be over $600 that they just changed their law to, or their little tax thing to. Now it's like, they're like, I don't want to do it. Send it friends and family is the only route, and I don't do friends. You know what I mean? So
I was gonna say, where you live at is not a lot of RC dudes.
Yeah, there's a lot of RC dudes, but they're not trying to pay that price. Because I've gotten into, you know what I mean? I started at, you know, I didn't start at ECX, but I started like Bread Cats and low end low C's and low end Arrmas and low end Traxxas. You know, most Traxxas is low end and stuff like that, all entry level stuff. I started getting into the Mugans and the TLRs and stuff of that sorts. So when that came, people weren't trying to pay that price. Like the Mugans, like for the Mugans, I mean, a Mugen's not a cheap car. You know what I mean? So people don't got that type of price, that type of money around here to pay. So it's kind of in a hard spot. So you got to ship them. You know what I'm saying? To the places that people are trying to buy.
You got to ship them. But like you said, it's strategies into getting the kind of cars you want, because like for me, sometimes I just look at components. Like how many motors and ESCs you got sitting around right now that's not in the car you don't got plans for? You can sell those and cash those right now. And I know you're talking about the tax money and stuff like that. I don't really know how that tax stuff is going to have any implications further down the road. But what I heard is that they're trying to change that law to up the limit to $10,000 or something like that. It's going to be done by the end of 2022. I think it's 600 for right now, but they're going to up it to $10,000 threshold, so you'd be good. But at the same time, like, just on the aspect of getting to the more expensive RCs or getting to the RCs that you want, it's just the shit you not using. Just get rid of that shit. How many fifth scale set of wheels and tires you got? How many fifth scale motors and shit you got? It ain't doing you no good on the shelf. Sell it.
But okay, I understand that to a point, because check this out, right? A lot of people like buying cars ready to go. They want to get it and go. So you have all that stuff, because I got 3 servos, 2 ESCs, a motor, another 5th scale motor, another 10 scale motor, a ESC sitting right here in my vicinity, like my view right now. You know what I mean? So that being said, I have that just in case if I find, you know what I'm saying, a slash for $100. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing that in there. Okay, I want 450. I want 400. You know what I'm saying? The thing's clean. It's like new. It's, you know what I'm saying? A good electronic system in it. That's what I got them around for. Yeah, that's what I keep them for. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't want to buy those rollers, and if they do, they want a penny pinch. You're like, man, that thing ain't worth that. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to, like I said, you make $50 here and there, but not every time I want to do that. I want to make 100. I want to make 150. I want to make 200. You know what I mean? So that's why I start putting those electronics in it. You know what I mean? But some people do. It's like, how much for a roller? I'll give you a good price, or if they give a good price, then I'll take the electronics out. If I bought it with the electronics, now I have an extra. So that's free when I put that into the next car. So that's all profit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, and I'll tell you guys in the chat, this is $1 million worth of game right here. Because if you do this, you can make money, guys.
You can make some money, but I think one thing to keep in mind is like you can make money off of it, but remember what you got in the game for. You got in the game because you love the RCs. You know, let me ask you, why did you get in the RCs? What made you get into the RC game? It wasn't to make money.
When I just told you to make money, it's my RC money. The money I make off of RC goes back into RC.
Exactly.
I don't go buy. You know what I'm saying? I don't go out and buy stuff and do other things with it. It's just to get another thing that I want. You know what I mean? So that's what that's for. You know what I mean? But to answer your question on what got me into RC is when I was little, I seen this older gentleman. He had an E-Revo, and somebody tried to tell me that the E-Revo was not that old. It was I think it was 1998 or 1999 or something like that. I seen the guy, and he had an E-Revo. It was brushed, but it was shooting dirt. And all my RCs, you know what I mean? Toys R Us had the best amount of RCs in Radio Shack. You know what I mean? But at my age, I was broke. My parents couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like, so Radio Shack was out the question. Like, I used to go there and just look at the stuff. You remember that Snoop Dogg lowrider? Man, that thing was so cool. But yeah, so that's what made me start and see that this car was shooting up dirt like crazy, and it was going fast. At that age, brushed, it looked like it was going 70 miles an hour to me when I was that little. You know what I mean? So seeing that, I was like, oh my God, I have to have one. So that's what got me into it. But I kind of, you know what I mean, went to the other way. I started getting into gangbanging. I started, you know what I'm saying, doing all the knucklehead things that people do at that age. And then I got back into it.
Yeah.
it started. I was doing drugs. I was in a real depressed state of mind,
Mm,
and it got me sober.
that's what's
So
up.
that's what did it. That's really what did it. It got me sober. You know what I mean? It got me to focus instead of putting my money into you know what I'm saying, popping Zans and drinking Zans and lean
Mm-hmm.
and drinking all day every day. I was like, man, that's dude. I could have put that $10 on that bottle every couple hours. I buy a bottle. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Yeah.
I drink, but I'm like, I could put that in the RC. I could put that into you know what I'm saying, another motor or some tires or something like that, and
Mm-hmm.
stop smoking up my money. You know what I mean? When I
Mm-hmm.
could have put it in RC. So that's really what got me into it, to keep me sober. You know what I'm saying? To keep my mind focused. So
That's what's
that's what did it.
that's what's up. That's good,
Yeah.
man. It's good shit. I know
Yeah.
for I know for me, I used to I got one of the minds. I just always gotta be doing something. I have no chill. Like I can't sit still. You know, when my life started slowing down after I met my girl, became my fiance, my wife, I was just sitting around the apartment bored. But before that, I had a life, man. Like, not saying I didn't have a life, but I was on Craigslist flipping stuff. I would buy stuff off Craigslist, sell stuff. I was really into like mountain biking, so it was the same thing. The same thing I did with RCs. I was doing mountain bikes. I find a frame on Craigslist, a Trek or something. Go find some wheels for cheap. You know what I mean? Put that together.
Mm-hmm.
Handlebars, go on Amazon, order all the stuff off of there. A $20 Trek frame. Now I'm selling it for $200.
Right.
So it just that's kind of where the flip stuff came from. But the RC came from. I used to get those RC magazines when I was young. I never had like a hobby grade RC. And when I got them magazines, I used to always see Rustler, T Max, Nitro T Max, and I saw up to 35 miles an hour. I'm a speed freak. So then when I found out the Rustler now, the brushless Rustlers go 70, I said, I got to get one of them.
Right.
So I got one of them and it was fast. But then I looked on YouTube, Rustler, and the first Rustler thing I saw said 100 mile per hour Rustler. I said, shit, I got to have one of them. And then
Right.
after that, it just went crazy, like straight speed, everything. And now just you see everything that came out of it. I just want the fastest, the biggest, you know, the most different, you know what I mean, stuff. You know what I mean? I want the fastest. Everything in my book got to go 100 miles an hour. You know what I mean? I got issues. But
Right.
then
Right.
it goes back to, like you said, the hobby, my hobby funds my hobby. Play with it, get bored, sell it. You know what I mean? And then the network grow because there's people on the West Coast that do the same thing that we do. People all over the country.
Yeah.
My boy, for instance, my boy knew I was looking for an X-Max. I wanted to build the X-Max. He had an X-Max already built. I said, you're going to spend the same amount of money. You're going to spend more money anyway. So I just ended up buying the X-Max. You know what I mean?
Right.
He knew what I was looking for. It's almost like trading because I'm gonna buy something. I'm gonna spend $1,200 with him. He's gonna spend $1,200 back with me. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Right.
crazy.
Right. You take this, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? We can call it even. And that's how I do it too. It's like me and Heavy Metal RC. I don't know if you heard of him, but he kind of big on YouTube and
Mm-hmm.
and we started talking and he's like, man, you got this? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you got that? And man, we traded 5 cars at one time. You know what I mean? And just flipped them. And he's like, man, this one's cool, but I don't like it. I said, you can't get rid of that one. I told you already, you can't get rid of it. Like I got a car sitting in the box just from him because I'm like, you can't get rid of that. I need it back. So I traded him something to get it back. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like there's some cars I just don't want to get rid of. But there was something that on the that he had that I really wanted, but we ended up switching something out and getting him what he wanted. And I got what I wanted because I needed it back because I loved the RC certain ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm in the same boat like that. You know what I mean? The flip game, and that's I'm into it heavy. I didn't know that's how you did your thing though.
Yo, the flip game it's a mixture too. Like it's the flip game, it's the sell game. Like people, you probably know it, but a lot of people always want to buy something that I'm yo, you selling that, and that my jerk reaction at the time is like no, but then I see like, you know what? Yeah, I will sell that. I will let that go. And then now you got money in your PayPal, and you do that over the course of a month, and then it translates, and you're not looking for nothing new because I don't know how many RCs you got, but I don't actually know how many I have. Dude, it's a lie. I think I got about 30 to 40, but you selling them, you ain't really looking for nothing new. You look in your account and your PayPal, because a lot of times I just leave my money in my PayPal. I don't even cash that out. I don't want to touch it. That's how it funds the hobby. You know what I mean? It's in the PayPal. That's like my allowance. Yo, I got $1,200 in the allowance. All right, go ahead. Let's go ahead and do it. Whether it be new or used, it's there. You know what I mean?
Either way.
Exactly. I had a good friend. He fucked me up for real because he said money is boring. And I said, what the fuck you mean money is boring? Money boring as shit. I'm like, what you talking about? Fucking with RCs and selling them all the time. It's like you just looking in your PayPal and you like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with that? Like, I'm gonna pay my bills. Because remember, I'm not relying on the money to pay my bills. I ain't paying no car notes, I ain't paying no mortgages, no rents or nothing. All that's from my standard work. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is all 100% play money. You got $1,200 play money. It is boring. What you gonna do with that?
Exactly. Exactly. That's why I'm like, man,
what you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Why don't you get something? Your next build, you know what I mean? Your next build. Figure out what you want to build next, and use it. You know what I mean? And do something with it. It's like
exactly. And the way
get more joy out of it.
The way that the game is going, there's always something new coming.
Always. And they know that. And they know that the industry knows that. Like every company always has to have something new coming so people can keep buying. And it's like, man, the amount of money that they making, oh my God. Crazy. If we're making this, I mean, it's pennies to them, but if we're making it for these couple dollars, man, I just wonder how much they're making. Like, is it really that big? And then I was like, man, I kind of want to open a hobby shop, but I thought about it. I see your face, but you're like, man, I want to too. But it's a job.
It's a job.
I'm not trying to turn RC into a job.
You said you got a hobby shop near you, right? Go work in that. Go ask him, can you put in hours at his hobby shop, and then see if you want to do that shit.
Exactly.
You will not. You'll see, because I try not to be opinionated on my videos. I just like you. Like, I just want to talk about the car. I want to talk about what I like and what I dislike. I really don't want to like form opinions on people. But you got people that watch people with extreme RCs. You got people that watch 8S Limitless builds, and then you go in a hobby shop and they'll be like, yo, can you build me a 24S Limitless? Like, fuck, why are you doing that? Like, what are you doing? And they don't know what it takes to do that, and they don't understand what the effects that's gonna have on their car.
They don't.
When you work in a hobby shop, it's just annoying as fuck, man.
But I ain't never lie. And you know, the biggest thing about working at the hobby shop is I go in there. I got a lot of buddies that I know. One of the guys might come in here, and one thing I don't like that he does, and I tell him all the time, like, people come in there unknowledgeable.
Oh,
like, yeah. They're just like new to RC, or they want like, I want to get my son something. What do you think? And he always brings up Traxxas first.
Ugh.
And I'm like, why do you do that? It pisses me off. And I tell him all the time, I said, why do you bring that car up? Why do you bring that Traxxas up? Because he sees that price tag, but he sees the price tags of these other ones. But he knows that name. He's in the back of his mind, he's seen that name before. You know what I mean? He knows that name. You know what I mean? And then I'll be driving one of my cars or something. They're like, is that a Traxxas? I'm like, their marketing is fucking great. You know what I mean? So That's what kind of makes me want to, but I don't like, you know what I mean? Because I'm a mechanic, and
Mm.
when I first started being a mechanic, I loved working on cars and fucking tinkering with shit, tinkering with cars.
Mhm. Exactly.
Now I don't want to fucking touch a car no more. You know what I mean? I don't like working on cars. I don't like touching them anymore. When I get off of work, don't talk to me about a car. Don't
Car.
bring a car up in my life. Like, no, I'm not working on my family's car. I told them I'll never work on your cars again. Don't ask me. I have nothing to do with it. You know what I mean?
I
So
know what you
that's
mean.
kind of where it got. You know what I mean? So if I turn RC into a job, you're not gonna like it no more.
Mm-mm. Nope.
You know what I mean? I
I,
don't think I would. I
I,
can't speak for everybody.
I think too. One of the things that you mentioned, people don't want to really take the time to learn the RC game.
Mm-hmm.
They really don't want to take the time to understand it, and I think that pissed me off a lot through 2021. A lot of people just didn't want to learn, and they still don't. And even when you tell them how to do stuff, they still don't want to do it.
Yep.
I think at the end of 2021, before my boy Dave passed away, I told him, I said, you know what? I'm gonna just start taking people money. If people just want me to build them a car, I'm just gonna build them a car. That's it. You want me to build you a car? You want a 150 mile per hour car? Just give me the money and I'll build it for you. This is how I'm gonna give you the parts list, price you out all the parts list. Then I'm gonna charge you for the labor and my time, and I'm just gonna give it to you. And I'm gonna say, have fun with it. Don't call me after that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Because you know when they first get into that car and they drive it, you're sending it. You're blowing the car up.
You blowing it up.
You're blowing it up.
You blowing
Like,
it up all day.
and that's what I don't get. Like everybody's like, oh, I want to go 100 miles an hour. It's like, me personally, I've never seen 100 miles on an RC, but I'm not a speed person. I don't. I'm a speed basher, but I'm not a
Right.
speed person. So it's
Mhm.
like 100 miles an hour on an RC car. You're not gonna understand the speed that it does. You
No.
don't understand it, and they think that they do, and they think that they want it. It's like you're gonna be blown away if you're first start. You're gonna be blown away with a 40-mile RC car.
I'll be trying to tell people that all the time. Say, yo, before you try to go fast, just try to learn how to drive your car, learn how your car works, learn
Mm-hmm.
how gearing works, and then go from there. Most of these cars, success cars, they'll go 70 out the box. Work on that first. Control that going in the straight line first, and then gradually go your way up, to 100.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, people want to go 100 on the first day. It's like, nah,
Unrealistic.
nah.
Unrealistic. Like they don't know nothing. They don't know what a dual rate is. It's like you're gonna go 100 miles an hour first
Mm-hmm.
time you ever really driven. You're gonna go 100 miles an hour and your dual rate's turned all the way up. You think you're going? What do you think's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like you're gonna crank it to the left or the right, thinking that you're going around. You know what I mean? Thinking something. You can't crank that tire. You can't crank it that hard. You're gonna spin out. That motherfucker's gonna go flipping and it's done. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And they
And
don't get.
then all the money, people don't realize how much money these cars cost. And okay, you want to go 100 miles an hour, I set you up with a car for 700. You go crash it. Guess what? You're going to spend another 700 to
Right.
fix it.
Right.
Then you mad. Like it you just got to really take your time and learn a little bit. Just a little bit of learning goes a long way. Or if you just like you got the money, because I seen them. I see guys coming there. I see guys coming to the hobby shop doing stuff I wouldn't do. I saw this dude building a dual motor 58 series TP cans on a Limitless with two flares, 12S. And I'm like, what did he want with that? What he gonna do? I told Adam, I said, Adam, when he crashed his car, yo, let me know. I'm gonna come buy all this shit. Like I'm gonna come get all this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna come, I'm gonna buy him out. You know what I mean? Because it ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna last.
It ain't gonna last.
I see people doing it all the time, and I try to tell. I talk too damn much. I always say it in all my videos. If you let me keep talking, dude, I'll keep talking. But I'll be trying to educate people when they're in the hobby shop. Yo, what you about to do? And I'll be trying to tell them. And everybody don't know I have the YouTube, but everybody see me in there. But I try to tell them, hey, take it easy. If you trying to drag, don't over gear it. This is the gearing. This is the type of ratio for your gearing. If for drag, you want a speed run, this is the kind of system you got to use. No, I want to use a hobby wing. I hate motherfuckers that want to try to use hobby wing to speed run.
It don't work. It's a bashing brand. It's a brand.
Who you see running a hobby wing? You might be able to get it off with a Max 5, but other than that, who you see speed running? You see Philip Jolly speed running with a Max anything hobby wing?
Right.
No, ain't nobody doing that. That's a challenge to do that. Like that's a challenge. I mean, it's not. You could use the little 6S setup in a Typhon and put a 29 tooth with a 46 and do 100. You'd be right there. You'd be at 99.8 miles an hour before that shit like black out. You know what I mean? Hit the limit. But after that, you can't do nothing serious with that stuff. But nobody want to. They don't want to know nothing. They just have their own ideas, and I'll just okay, go ahead, do your thing, bro.
Right.
I just pull up the video. I'll be like, here you go, watch this. This how you do 130 miles an hour right here. You know what I mean? Like, you see a hobby wing in there? No.
You're never gonna see one in that. Not for that.
No,
it's not what it's for. I think for bashing, hobby wings where it's at. I think. And that's and this is all lower end, you know what I mean? Like lower end, like Castle is the way to go for speed running on the lower end until you get into like, you know what I'm saying, the MGMs and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? Like
hobby wing is beautiful. I love hobby wing for bashing, but I still, I'm a Castle guy. I'm gonna get the Castle 6S setup over the hobby wing, but for bashing, like you said, all day hobby wing, easy.
Yeah, and I'm just a basher, or a speed basher, I could call it. I gotta go fast. Like I'm a Rich Duper bash, if you know who that is. You know what I mean?
I know Rich.
Yeah, that's what I do. You know what I mean? So we're definitely on different sides of the playing field, but you can. I notice your what you have. You know what I mean? I know you like speed. I'm not a fan, but it's like I know that you got quality shit. You know what you're doing. You know how to put it together. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, oh, I gotta fuck with this guy. I gotta figure him out. You know what I'm saying? He's coming with big, heavy hitter shit. Didn't you have an MGM? Don't you have MGM? You got to land here, land her, or how?
I got one of them.
Yeah,
it's my least favorite combo. I'll tell you that. It's my least. It's so complicated. It's a complicated system. It's a good ass system. I mean, it's the best money you could buy, but it's not. If you crash, that ESC is really not protected. You know what I mean? If you have a bad tumble, that ESC is like 800 by itself. I think it might be 900.
Right.
The motor is like 700 right now. The motor is dope. You know what I mean? But the ESC, it's a great ESC, but I'm talking about as far as being complicated and for the money. That's the only reason I only had one. I mean, I'd rather get a Flare or a ZTW at this point if I'm going to bash it. You know what I mean? Because that MGM stuff is really for like robotics. You know what I mean? It's really for high end type shit. It's like I would say like top echelon, like Lamborghini type level shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not for the everyday. I wouldn't duper bash with that shit. Fuck no.
No, hell no. And I talked to I'll tell you his name right now. I'm pretty positive you know him. David Dolmas.
Yeah, that's my homie. That's the dude who sold me the X-Max.
Yeah,
that's the homie.
He's cool people, man.
I
fuck with bro. Like he's cool people.
And shit. I'm a plug in. If you need a dope ass X-Max, dope ass fifth scale build on the West Coast, holla at him. You need a Flare ESC, hit David Dalmas up on Facebook, and he's also on Instagram, High Voltage RC on Instagram.
Yeah,
And, you know, he got a High Voltage RC page. Yo, that's the homie. He cool as shit, man.
he is. He a beast with it. You know what I mean? That's where I get my Fleer ESCs from.
That's the only person you can get them from in the U.S.
Yep.
Everybody in the U.S. get them from David.
Yep.
For the most part.
Everybody go to him.
Yep.
And he's fast. That
he
boy
is
fast.
He about to have that new. You see the new joint they got, the new Fleer?
Yeah, with the metal case.
Yeah, the 300 amp. I think it's 300 amp continuous, 750 amp max burst.
But you see that it got a BEC on it now?
Yeah, the 12S1 got a BEC, 16S don't. Yeah. Yep.
But that's why I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why would they put a BEC in it and it's only 6 volts?
That's true.
I was like, what the fuck?
But
I just like the metal casing to make sure it's that thing's solid now. You ain't doing nothing to it as long as it's good inside.
Being able to mount it it definitely makes it more mountable, because most of the time with you got any Fleers now?
Yeah, you can't really.
I'm zip tying them joints down to keep them.
Hey, me too. I swear to God. Yep.
You zip tie. Get a piece of string to tie that shit down. Yeah.
There ain't really no way. So at that point, you know what I mean, I told him, because I wanted to put one of those in the in this 5B I just grabbed, and do that instead of I wasn't gonna go 8S. I'm trying to do 12 in here. So I was gonna put that and get that one, you know what I mean, and be able to mount that big monster down and be metal safe, you know what I mean, no issues, and be able to have it secure so it don't, like, if I have a bad landing, the zip ties don't snap or something, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, but I mean, it's just so much to this game, man. I love it. It's not a day that I don't do something in RC. I'm sure it's you the same way. Even if it's like 5 minutes or something, like, you know what I mean? Today it was snowing here, so I touched a lot of RCs today. So I don't know. Did you get hit with that snow? Did you get hit with snow, wind and stuff, all that?
Not today. Surprisingly, not today. You know, I get hit with everything. What state you in?
I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm in like the Philly area.
Oh, okay. So you right by heavy metal. No, I'm in Minnesota. We ain't get hit with snow, but we get it's cold as shit.
Yeah, the weather been stupid. It was like 70 here the other day. People was out here with shorts on, and then it was snowing today. I'm like, y'all boys is crazy.
Damn, we ain't even hit 50 yet. Damn. We ain't even get to 50 yet. We got like 42. That was only a couple days, and then it snowed again. It rained and snowed. We had a thunderstorm, bro, and then it snowed 50 or an hour later.
So hold up, you said you're working on a 5B now?
Yeah, right now. Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, what you got going on with it?
I just put it together. And I wanna. I'm a penny pincher. I try to cut corners, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I don't know what motor mount, because I want to do this electric, because I got the 5T and I put that new RC Max or Taylor RC motor in there, the one that they just dropped at 35cc.
Yeah.
Put that in there, but I wanted this one to be electric.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wanted to try electric with one of them. I just can't do it to the 5T. I just like it gas too much. Yeah. So I was going to put that electric in here, but I don't know what motor mount I want. I was gonna go with that Volta or with that Vidavon motor mount, because I like how it's integrated into the center diff. It comes, you know what I mean? But the thing about that is I want to keep my mechanical brake, so I don't heat up the motor. You know what I mean with the braking.
I know the boy Danny from Vidavon. You can still use the mechanical brake with that motor mount.
How?
It still work on there. Yep, you can still use it. Reach out to Danny. He's on Facebook. He'll talk to you all. Anything from Vidavon. If you know Danny Lou, hit him up. He works with Arthur Singh at Vidavon. He's the U.S. distributor for Vidavon.
There is somebody in U.S.
Yeah, he's in Massachusetts. His name's Danny Lou, but he has a Facebook page. It's called D's Creation. D's Creations.
But he has a Facebook, so I can hit him directly.
Yeah, you can hit him. You can hit him directly. Matter of fact, you just hit me up on Facebook. I'll send you his information through the chat.
Yeah. Send me that so I can hit him up. But I'm like, man, that motherfucker's like 250, bro.
It's 250, but they make the nice, like the quality of the material is really. I don't think there's many manufacturers that use the materials that Vidavon uses. They're using 7075 in all the metal parts they're making, and they have computer aided CNC machines, so everything is like precise. And I'm not just saying that because I get a decent discount from him. I'm saying that because the shit is true. A lot of people fuck with Vidavon because it's top notch, like stuff. Like when I seen that motor mount, I wanted to put it on my 5B, but I already got all the motor mounts I could use. You know what I mean? But
you ain't got no extra. I'll just buy it from you, bro. I'm just like I said. I like the penny pinch, bro. I try to get shit used, like I told you. Used is where I'm at. You know what I mean? So if you got one, man.
I don't have I don't. When I said that, I meant I do have one, but I'm trying to put a whole TLR kit together because I don't know if you know. See, this is another thing, right? We was talking about strategies in the beginning, right? When that 5B re-release came out, when that hit, I knew everybody was gonna want a brushless conversion kit. So I bought all the other stuff and pull the conversion kits off of mine and sold those for like $300. When they first came out, they was only $150. I was selling used, so I sold a used.
The TLR, you were getting them for $150?
When they first came out, they was $150. Then they kind of discontinued them. Yeah. So I had two of them, and I sold one, and I'm putting the other one back together because something happened in my battery trays. So I'm trying to get the battery trays figured out, and I'm like, I'm about to post that shit back up for $300 too. Get another $300. You know what I mean? Right. But what I did for the cheap, like I love, you know, that's another thing. I'm always trying to be the nice guy to everybody, but you could use. You ever heard of MGS Performance?
No. You
could get the carbon fiber plate from MGS Performance, and then you can get the conversion kit from WFO for the front of the. You could buy the whole motor mount from WFO for like $70.
They want $130.
For really? Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's probably gonna be your cheapest bet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have to buy that eBay joint. I don't like that eBay $75 joint. But if I didn't already have plans to sell my conversion kit, I'd probably try to give it to you on the low. But I got to get that money. You got to keep that.
I feel it, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you from it. I already know how that goes.
I got to keep funding the projects.
I already know how that go, man. That's why I'm like, man. But yeah, if he got a motor mount, I'll probably grab it.
Hit him up. He might, you know, hit me up. I'll see what I could. See what I could do. I probably could get that for you less than $250 though. Just between me and you, hit me up.
I got you. But you said you got 30 cuts. So do you still? Because I don't really be seeing them. But do you still? Because I'm not gonna say I watch you every time you post. I don't think you posted. No, you posted yesterday or the day before.
Yo, I've been posting like crazy the last couple of weeks, like 3 posts every week. This last week only did one.
You posted like yesterday, the day before.
Yeah.
You did the 5B speed run? No.
Yeah, that was the last one I did. It wasn't a speed run, but it was like a shakedown. It was a 5B.
Yeah, because we got it together.
Yeah. I had one of my batteries went up when I did that last speed run in the winter. One of my batteries went up and messed up my body. So I've been waiting for a new painted body. And the guy who was painting it said something happened with his stencil machine. So I've been waiting for him to get his joint fixed. But in the meantime, that car just was chilling. So I said, let me throw my old body on because I got the newer system in it. And there's a couple other little tricks I did inside of mine that I wanted to talk about. But I like to have everything together before I do a presentation or do a video. You know what I mean?
I was going to ask you about that too. You got, all right, like I said, I'm brutally honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is one thing I do not like, but this is your shit. You do what you want. One thing I do not like is how people hide their information.
What
This
you
is
mean?
a hobby. This is not professional. You ain't making money. Hide what they've done to the car. Hide their gearing.
Oh, so look, I normally don't hide my gearing. Only time I really hide my gearing is for speed runs or if I'm being competitive. There's a group of folks, there's a group of guys that are competitive here, and if they know what I got when I go see them in the streets, you know what I mean? I'm setting myself up. So, I really don't like putting out too much. Like, hey, I'm running the TP, but I ain't gonna tell you the KV. I ain't gonna tell you my gearing. You'll find out when we line up. You know what I mean? like that.
So I didn't know y'all race like that out there. Yeah, I don't do that.
Crazy over here. It's crazy over here. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and a lot of the guys in Philly, like I said, they I don't like to be on camera, so this is probably one of the 4 or 5 times my face ever been on the camera. That's on purpose. I don't really want to be known like that. I want just my work to be known. You know what I mean? I don't want I don't want people running up to me. I don't want to have merch and all that shit. Like, that's not really what I want. Really, I just want to teach people through my videos. I really just want to show people what they can do and give people different ideas. That's all I really want to do. You know what I mean? But I'm always happy to share what people should start with gearing. For my formula for drag racing, for instance, is my pinion gear is half the tooth count of my spur gear. So if my spur gear is, let's say, a 50 tooth, my pinion gear is a 25. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of where I like to start off with drag and then go up or down from there, depending on the KV of the motor, or where I'm trying to be at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for speed run, I like to be close to 1-to-1, depending on the KV of the motor. But
on the big cars?
On
the fifth scales?
No, not on the fifth scales. Not on all the fifth scales. Like, if it got a differential on it, like if we talking about like an X Max, or we talking about a Creighton 8S, you know how they got that little center.
Yeah, that's 1-to-1.
Yeah, that's 1-to-1 because I'm running the 800 kV motor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm running the 800 Castle motor. They sell it with the 8S system, but that motor could really take 16S. So you could run it 1-to-1 on 8S, even 12S. You could run it 1-to-1 and be good. You know what I mean?
Damn, so, I didn't know you could do that on 12. I never tried. You got this too much on 12S. You know what I mean? The 1-1. Shit.
Only if you got a center diff. Now, if you running a direct, like if you running like a DBXLE or something like that, no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to run. You can't run 34 there. But you got an X Max or a Creighton 8S or an Outcast 8S, you could do that there. But on a true fifth scale with 800 kV, no, you can't do that.
Yeah. I'm running 12S with the 800 on the DBXL, and that's just like,
yeah, no, you wouldn't do
that. I don't even know what that, like an 18 tooth or something on there. That shit's wild.
Exactly. On a normal fifth scale like that, yes. Like how you said, 18, 19 tooth. But if you could fit a 21 tooth, I'm not going to say that's what I had on my 5B, but I believe. But in the early days of my 5B, I was running a 21 tooth before I changed over to the Flair and the ZTW. I mean, the Flair and the TP. I was running a 19 tooth with the 53 or 56, whatever the stock. Yeah, I was running 21, 58, and then at some point I dropped down to 19
on 12S.
Yes.
You dropped down because the motor was getting hot?
The motor would get warm, but the Castle 2028 is a beast.
It is. You know what? Let's change that subject. We're going to get on this fucking motor here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Motor, give me 1 second, bro. 1 second. All right, that motor, that Castle motor that I thought just came out, but it's been out for a long time. I don't know if you know who Earl Moorhead is, but he has one.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? The 21 or like the 17?
1721,
Yeah,
2400 kV.
that one with the metal sleeve on it. It's not Kevlar. You know what I'm talking about?
I know the 1721 is like the newest motor they got.
The one when you buy it, you don't have no warranty out
Yeah,
the gate.
that's 1721. Yup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do you have one?
Dude, yes. Show you. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's my first 1721. I'm doing a Habal build right now. So it's the first time I'm going to be running it in this car with the XLX2. Good.
Man, Earl needs to get in here. So have you heard about what that motor's about the motor, the goods and the bads?
I heard they get hot. I heard that they could be a problem, but I will say this: it's not a bashing motor. It's a speed or a drag run motor. I think it's really more probably suited for drag because of the higher KV. But I've seen people burn them up. I see a lot of people do a lot of fucked up stuff to ESCs and motors. That's because they're not doing them right. You got a drag car, you can't be going around a parking lot for like 20 minutes with that shit. Something bad gonna happen. It's geared crazy. With a speed run car, you can't do that. You got a spool, you're gonna mess up your diffs and everything. And people electronics is blowing up left and right because this motor is not built. This motor is not meant for bashing. 1721. Nah.
Right. So I don't think you know who Earl. You don't know who Earl is.
I know Earl. I know who Earl is. I watch it. Yo, I'm a fan of everybody, man. Everybody, Duper Bass, RC Dude 81, Thunder RC, Kevin Talbot, everybody, Big Gap, True Boys, all of them. I watch this shit too. I watch everybody. My YouTube is on. I watch YouTube more than anything.
Me too. My girl be getting mad. She be like, "Oh my god, you spent 12 hours on your phone. Who are you talking to?" I'm like, "Man, I put YouTube on and put it in my pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And put my earbuds on. I watch everything on YouTube." But
all day.
So with that being said, so I was told that motor is not an ESC, except for like the MGM, maybe that can really handle because it's an amp hungry motor. Because it don't have the Kevlar sleeve on the inside. You know, you're taking the motor apart before it has that Kevlar wrapping
on the outside. Yep.
Yeah. So that one has the metal sleeve in there. So the RPMs is fun, like 100,000 plus RPMs on that motor. When all our motors are like 60,000, the big ones are like 40, 60,000. You know what I mean? That one is 100,000, like that being like the little 10 scale motors are like 100,000 RPM.
Yeah.
So that big one, you can get 100,000 RPMs out of it and still be fine because that's when at 60,000 is when that Kevlar wrap starts to, you know what I mean, stretch and rip because the magnets are trying to fly the fuck out. Like they're trying to get out, you know what I mean? Because it's going too fast. So that one, it's got that metal sleeve around it that it can't, that shit ain't going nowhere. So, but magnets, the power's got to be so strong to get through that metal sleeve that it's sucking up so many amps.
Yeah.
So when the amps are getting so high, the batteries can't handle it. So you're getting the voltage drops. And your ESC is stopping because you're getting the voltage drop so low that the ESC is saying the batteries are going under you know what I mean, under 3 volts. So I guess there's not batteries strong enough, and I guess people were hooking them up in parallel, like 4S batteries in parallel, like straight up like batteries type shit, to try to get the voltage from dropping below that threshold. You know what I mean? And that's
milliamp hour. Yep.
Yeah. So I guess it's kind of the battery that's holding it back, from what I heard.
It's the batteries holding it back. but it's also, one thing that's not mentioned too is when you generating that much power, things inside the ESC start melting. Your caps become overloaded or get too hot, come desoldered off the board. I don't know if you've even seen it on the XLX2s now. The bullets, the motor bullets are coming desoldered from the board because there's so much heat melting the solder off of the board. Stuff is shorting out. You know what I mean? We got bombs. These is like little bombs, man. We like little terrorists with these joints. Like,
you never lie, bro. The amps that are coming out of these things are beyond. You know what I mean? They're just crazy how many amps that you're pulling out of these systems.
Yes.
So and people think like that voltage is high. It's like, no, it's not about the voltage. It's about the amperage.
It's about the
amps kill, voltage don't. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. So that being said, it's like, yeah, that's what he said was causing the issues is the batteries being able to drain. So that's why people haven't got to the full potential of that motor. You know what I mean? So
I would say, like, for me, if I was trying to get out, first of all, I don't even remember, this is my first time running this motor. Because this motor, that's one thing I don't understand about the RC game. Like, why they put the Vendetta out when it's cold as shit? Like, who running like that when it's cold? Like, they should have put that. I don't know. I just think sometimes the timing and stuff is wrong. But the 1721 came out after the speed run season was over. So I didn't get one because I'm like, I ain't gonna be running out. I don't run unless it's at least 50 degrees out. I ain't doing it. I ain't the guy running in January. You know what I mean? That's why it's always a whole bunch of on the street runs that you guys been seeing lately. I ain't going speed running until it's a nice couple 70-degree days in a row. You know what I mean? Or some good days. You know what I mean? But I'm getting off the 1721. If I was going, I would think I would try to go with a Flare, maybe try to get a Flare 12S ESC, but run with a 1721.
And that's why I told him, I'm like, hold on. I said, okay, if it's so amp hungry and it's supposedly this 8S motor, why are they not putting it on 12S? Because it's going to drop the amperage down.
Yeah.
If you run 12S instead.
Well, the motor, the KV, they had to change the KV on it, first of all, because it's still a maximum RPM that it could run. So, this is rated for 2,400 on 8S. So for 12S, they probably have to drop it to like 1,800 for a 12S motor, maybe a little less than that, maybe 1,500 to get to that 100K RPM maximum. If you ran this 1721 straight up on 12S, you're going to have a problem. You will have because think about it, that is 12S is what? Is it like, it's like 50 volts or something like that? No, 12S is like
is it 50? I think it's 50.
I think it's 50.
Because
12S is 50. 12S is 50 volts, right? Because 6S is 24 or 25.
8S is 30.
Yeah.
So 25.
Yeah. So it's about 50 volts. It's about 50 volts. So you running instead of it's gonna be a fucking mess, man. You're gonna blow something up. That's when the amperage is gonna come out. You're gonna be the motor gonna be spinning well above 100K on 12S with this KV. You know what I mean? So it gotta be a lower KV to run it at 12S.
What's needed is to see what the RPMs are at and what have you hit, because you can run a motor, okay, at a high, it's over rate RPM.
You can overvolt it. You can overvolt any motor,
but it depends on the length of time and how many times you do it. You know what I mean? So if you can read, like if we had if a Castle had a 12S, you could read how many RPMs that motor was at.
Mm-hmm.
If you read that motor, the RPMs on 12S, and if you're breaching that, then you should be able to drop that down. Drop that down on your controller to keep it up at RPM to be able to max it out at that 100,000. You're starting to get deeper into it, but it's about the amperage drop to drop that amperage down. That's why you run higher. That's why the 800 kV is less amp. It pulls less amps than 1100 kV because it's less amperage. You know what I mean? So
exactly. But
that's
look, check this out though. Who the hell is running 100,000 RPM? You know, 100 miles an hour is about 35,000 to 40,000 RPM. Who running 100,000 RPM in the eighth scale or fifth scale?
that's the thing, that motor has changed the game. Like, if you can get it right,
if you can get it right, yeah. Who's running that kind of art? Like, I ain't saying it can't happen, but to run it to get a full 100,000 RPM, it's going to probably be a burst. You can't do 100,000 RPM for 40, 50 seconds. You might be able to get 10 seconds out of it.
I don't think you're getting that long out of it.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick burst, and you got to work it up to that. You know what I mean? To even maximize your speed.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Is if you did that, I don't think if you're still running on 12S, you're not going to get the full throttle out of it. You're not going to get a full throttle pull.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still within range. It's just about keeping when you drive that truck. When you drive that was a Hobao, right?
Yeah, Hobao.
Mm-hmm. When you drive it, you're gonna know what I'm talking about the voltage drop, because he says everybody's having it. Like Innovation RC even did it. Like he can't the voltage, the batteries go flat. They but when he checks the batteries after they're full, you know what I mean? It's just how much
the sag,
yeah, the sag, exactly.
Just the sag. Yep. The sag is real, man. The sag is real. That goes back to old school speed running. Learning how to actually do a speed run, you have to ease into the throttle. You can't stab the throttle. You can't do a quarter throttle and then stab it, because you're going to hit the sag real quick. You ease into it and keep that linear power going, you reduce the sag. I think Raz did a couple videos about the sag. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, sag is real, man. You stabbing it, you ain't lie about that drop, man. It's crazy.
Right, but they're saying not even stabbing it, just easing into it, you still get the drop. You can't get
That's
it.
Crazy. I guess I'm gonna find out when I drive this joint.
Right. And you got an XLX2. I don't know if you go into that data, watch the data.
All that. Yeah.
Yeah, you watch it and watch the voltage drop compared to like what another motor does, and watch this one and see what difference it shows, how much sag you get out of that battery at that voltage. That might help you bring it up to 12S. You know what I mean? That might make you think like, damn, maybe I should put on 12S. You got an MGM? You still got an MGM, right?
Yeah, I still got the MGM, but it's still in my MCD.
See, that's what I'm thinking. Is like, dude, put that MGM in it, or put that motor in the MCD. On the no, that's too small.
No, this can't run an MCD. This too small.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's too small.
And that ESC coming over here, that ain't gonna happen. I don't know if you've seen how big that ESC is, how weirdly shaped. Like the fans for that ESC is on the bottom of the ESC. It's crazy. It's crazy looking ESC, man.
Yeah, that's weird. And you can't watch your data.
What? You can watch your data log on the MGM. On the MGM, the data log is even better. It's like looking at a car data log. It's crazy.
Oh wow!
It is more. It is actually, it's actually a little more. It's actually more accurate than the Castle shit. It's like the MGM shit is really a lot of engineering and technology in that joint, man. But it's just too expensive. It's too expensive. That's the only thing I can say. It's too expensive, and the configuration of it is the worst.
Right. It's not user friendly. It's pretty much what you said.
We making it do stuff it shouldn't be doing, man. I don't know. It's a couple dope MGM videos. It's one. This guy got a fighter jet. Big. I've never seen it. I didn't know jets could be this big, but it's like the fifth scale equivalent of a jet. It's like an F-22 jet with an MGM ESC in it. It's this guy who got a twin bolt. He got fifth scale MGM combo in that joint. Two of them, twin. That shit is nasty. Like, man, MGM makes some beautiful stuff, man.
They do. They really do. And the motors, man, are incredible.
The
Motor.
but the Leonard motor has the fan built into the damn motor. That's why it costs so much money. It's like a little impeller. It actually cools. It's on the shaft and it actually cools the motor at the same time. It's crazy, man.
For real?
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. If my basement wasn't so junky, I'll take you down there and look at it. But
well, let me ask you this. So, seeing as most of the time I do see you with the, let's call them exotic cars.
Right.
I always see you with exotics. Do you have any of the mainstream basics?
Hell yeah, dude. I got Armas. I still got my Slash 4x4.
Oh, really?
I still got my original Rustler. I will not sell my Rustler. It's in parts right now, but the castle setup is still sitting in that. Yeah, I got the Max. I got the regular Max and the regular Max 4S. I got a whole bunch of stuff, man. Whole bunch. But nothing in stock though. Everything got a castle in it. Everything at the very least got a castle in it, except for like my Neros. You know, I'm like a Arma Nero like connoisseur, man. I love them. You know, I like to keep those as stock as possible because that was a stock setup. That stock setup in the Nero is actually a beast setup, man.
Yeah, it is, man. It really is.
You know, I actually got a Nero. I got the Nero set up in my Crayhavi EXP, and that joint is a beast.
Man, mine is too, man. Holy shit. That thing's wild. On stick sets, it acts like it's on ADAS.
Yeah, it's a beast. It's so I don't know what they did to it. I don't know if it's just in our minds. It just hit different though.
It's crazy, man. I mean, you can't hit that trigger real crazy, dude. That thing's coming up. It's out of there, bro. It's that thing's insane.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm glad you think I got a lot of exotics, but I like everything, man. I like Italian. Italian's probably like my favorite 8th scale, man. Arm Italian. When that EXB came out, I had to have that. You know what I mean? Typhon. I had a Typhon for a long time just sitting in the box because my hobby shop that was local to me went out of business and he was selling all this shit for cheap. And I bought that Typhon for like $250. And it just sat in the box. And then one day I just pulled it out. I said, yo, this Typhon crazy, dog. Typhon is a beast.
It is. You gear the shit out of it and that thing is gone.
Dude.
Man, that thing is crazy.
When I got that Typhon, I took it out the box, I stretched it, and I was taking it, drag racing it with a spool with the stock setup in it. And people was like, oh, what you got in there? It's like, yo, I got the stock Arma setup. I was telling them the gearing and everything. And I was lining up with people with TPs, and they was like, oh, what's in there, man? Like, I ain't gonna say I beat everybody, but I did beat a few folks. And they was like, what's in there? I'm running this. And I'm like, no, I just got the stock set up in there.
Hey, they were blown away, like, no way.
Yo. The Team Corrali stuff, I mean, everything, man. Everything that's new, you know, I like to have. But I will say, I'm not a fan of 10th scale. I'm not a 10th scale person. I'm trying to get around to that. I'm trying to love 10th scale stuff, but 8th scale and up is
really not a speed run car. It's not a good speed run platform. Not saying you're 100% speed run, but it's just not that good of a platform, a base. You know what I mean? 8th scale is a great base off, or 6, 7 scale for speed running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 10th scale is not where it's at. They're too light. You know what I mean? They're real small. They can get fishy.
And then I will say though, I've been having fun with the little mini Losis, like the Losi Mini B and the Mini T. I fucking love them in the house, and just like, I put a little dustpan up in my living room from time to time and be jumping my Mini B, dog. Like, it's just so fun, man. They fun.
Yeah, I ain't got to those ones yet.
They cheap too. They like $150. And they come already set up with batteries. You can get the brushless joint for like $200, but they fast as hell.
Damn, I ain't tried those. I like to try that.
Yeah, especially like you live in Minnesota. Like, if you in the basement, you're like, I just need to get the RC out. Just pull that joint out. Have fun with it.
Yeah, man, bro. I ain't drove RC cars in a long time.
Exactly.
I don't drive. I don't like driving in the snow. I hate it.
Did y'all get a lot of snow though this year?
Not like what the past years. Like we used to get 4 or 5. We one time we got 4 feet, bro. I kid you not. I kid you not, bro. And we don't get it like that no more. But it's just cold, and then we get snow, and then it gets cold again. Like I like it to snow because it don't get as cold. But when it's not, it just gets super cold when it don't snow. But we didn't get a ton of snow, no.
Yeah.
But we got that cold hit, that man, -30.
Damn.
Yeah.
-30.
-30. I kid you not, bro. I've shown one stop. No, I've showed them pictures like -30 outside, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it gets cold. I think it gets cold here, but it gets cold where he's at big time. Snow, everything. I don't mind the cold, but nah, that's too much.
So what's your favorite joints? You had to keep one. If you only could keep one, what you keeping?
Man, I just got into speed running, so I just got my Limitless. So I haven't really done a whole lot. I did 2 test hits probably about a week ago, and it just too many rocks from the winter and stuff like that. But if I had to not let one go that I probably have, it's probably, man, it's got to be my X Max.
Yeah. I have to say my Techno ET48.
That's tough too.
Yeah, my second one would be my Techno ET48.3.
Yeah. What you thinking? What you say? You're a speeder, but
I'm keeping the 5B, man. I'm keeping the 5B forever. That's it.
You like it that much?
Dude, I love my 5B. Every time I had that 5B, I'll be smiling like a little kid. I'll be out there giggling like a little schoolgirl and shit. I know they be looking at me like I'm crazy. That joint is so fun. It's so big, but that shit run like an 8th scale buggy, but it's a 5th scale. Like that joint is nasty.
I know. I can't. This is the first time I've ever seen one that's building it. Like nobody here has one. I've seen 5Ts before. I got one. I had a few, but it's like I love it, but it's like it's not practical. It's not something you take out every day. It's so damn big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the 5B is a lot smaller. You know what I mean? It's more fitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the size of like a Outcast 8S or a Creighton 8S. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more manageable than that. That 5T is like, I'll be telling them, taking the 5T out is like taking the dining room table out to drive it. Like I don't really enjoy doing that. It's so big. The body so bulky.
Yeah. That's how I feel about my Raminator, dude. It's like you're taking the dining room table out. It's like you gotta manhandle. You gotta struggle to get it outside and run it. And it's like,
I didn't know you had a Raminator.
Yeah, I got one. It's right there. It's like taking apart.
Okay.
Because I can't get it down the basement when it's together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you gotta take it apart to get it down here. So.
Talk about me. Come on, man. I don't have no Raminator. Those things cost a couple $, man.
Yeah. Deezy's had the Raminator for a while.
This dude talking about that, but he had a Vector, he had the MCD. Like everybody knows, the MCD costs as much as the Raminator. Not the one you had, but like the buggy, the Ultra or the Pro, that MCD buggy. Oh my god!
Yeah, they're all of them the same price, but it's different levels. I think it's the Pro, then it's the FTR, and then it's the Ultimate. I had a Pro and I have the FTR. That Ultimate, they run like $3,500 now.
For the roller.
Just for the roller. Yep.
Yeah, that's what the Ultimate is the one I want. That thing is so damn beautiful.
It is. And the MCD got so much technology, and they got like slipper what they call slip differential slips. What they call? What's that shit called?
Limited slip diffs?
Yeah, they got limited slips and all the diffs and the Ultimates. They got piggyback shocks. lightened aluminum everywhere. I mean, it's
Mhm.
about the same size as a 5T, but like half the weight. It's
What?
crazy.
Is that light?
Dude, it's light, man. It's light. And all of them use the same chassis. Like to convert between the buggy to the truggy or from the buggy to the on-road car, it's just like shock towers and side guards. That's it, really. Everything else is kind of stays the same. Like the platform is so interchangeable, it's crazy, but they all like the same price. Every single one of them. They're just based off of the level if you're going pro, FTR, or ultimate. But
Yeah,
the cheapest one is the pro.
I was looking at that Ultimate, like, God damn, man. Like, I wanted it so bad, but I'm like, I just can't pay that price for a
Man,
buggy.
you paid for the damn Raminator. That wasn't cheap. Come on, man.
No, the Raminator wasn't cheap, man. And that's
That
what it came down to, was like that flipping and flipping and flipping
Yep.
and flipping and flipping. You know what I mean? I'd let out a lot of cars to get that. You know what I mean? I had to sell a lot of cars to get that one. And then to put the motor in it, it was like, fuck, man.
And I think my 5B was the first most expensive car I bought, but I had to sell. I had an X Max, the black edition joint, the snap-on joint. I had a Nero Phase-on. I had like 4 other little cars. I had a Serpent buggy. I mean, the Serpent truggy when that first came out. I traded those 3 plus a couple other little parts, and then I still had to put like 400 on top to get that joint built.
Man, that's crazy.
But like you had to trade up. You know what I mean? Like just going back to the beginning of our conversation, how I get this stuff, just get rid of some, just trade it in, sell it, do what you gotta do.
Right. But it got to the point now where it's like there's like cars that I don't drive, but it's like I don't want to get rid of them.
Like what?
I got 2 Losi LSTs, LST2 and an LST. Them, I just bought one of them, and I can't. I got one that I converted. I got it for free because I got 2 cars with it. I got paid $200. I got it for free because I sold the one. It came with a Savage. I sold the Savage and made my money back. Right. And then I had that when I got it for free, but it was an aftershock, and I made it a LST2. So I put $200 into it to make it the LST2 with the axles, the big arms, all that, and then converted it to electric. And I've still never ran it. I got it right before the winter, and then I converted it, made it all different. Still never drove it, but I did drive it just to test it out. You know what I mean? See how it ran, make sure everything was fine. And I'm like, I can't get rid of this fucking thing. It drives like a truggy, bro. It drives so good. And then I bought another one, and I'm like, damn, I don't know if I could ever get rid of these. You know what I mean? And then, what else I get? What else? Oh, my Techno short course truck. I couldn't get rid. That thing's amazing. My Creighton EXB, that one's fully decked out. Can't get rid. I'd never get. That would be hard between that and the Techno. Like I can't get rid of because I know the truck so well. I drive the truck so well. Like I'm just spot on. I know what the truck's gonna do. It's like we got that communication. Like we know what's about to happen. So
I've been hearing about that. Those Technos, everybody. I never heard nobody like hate Techno. People love the Technos, man. And to me, one of the things I loved most about the Technos before I sold them was building them. The manual was amazing, dude. The kit was amazing.
Like no other, bro. There's no manual out here that will ever touch Technos. Like it tells you if you have a question, it has it on the fucking manual in red. Like we know you have this question, and this is the answer. You know what I mean? Like straight up, like
it was in color. I was sitting there like I was like, yo, I would like, damn. I love building those cars, man.
But I built so many kits down to like I built crawlers. I built short course like Losis. I don't know if you heard of Intech Racing. I built the Intech Racing.
Mm-hmm.
I built Losi, Intech, Mugen, and and all those kits, but none of them compared to a Techno kit. Like this right here, this
Mhm.
5B, the way they had you build it was stupid as fuck. I think the way they had you build this kit was so stupid. And then my Losi 8XT, I built that stupid as fuck. My short course Losi, stupid. They probably got the worst ones.
I would say low C kits is probably the worst ones out of all of them to build.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big low C kit fan, but
Ours are
that
good.
Techno, and I didn't mind building my Mugen, my MGT7. I enjoyed building both of those, but that Techno was like I could that manual could just sit on my coffee table, and, like we could just talk about that joint. So
Yeah.
such a nice build, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I just didn't get attached to them, you know what I mean? And I think that's one thing that happened to me too is when I started having like 3 Typhons and 3 Italians and multiples of the same cars, that's a habit I had to break. I had, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep one of these joints. You know what I mean? Gotta just get rid of them.
I had 4 Cretans at one time, and I'm just like, for what? What do I have these for? Like, I don't drive them all.
Mm-hmm.
I had one that I really build, and then the other ones are just, you know what I mean, small stuff done to it. It's like, these gotta go. I gotta let these.
I got one of them.
He's got one of them.
Yeah.
So it's like they gotta go. You know what I mean? There's no point in having all these of the same. Like Typhon had 2 Typhons. You know what I mean? Italians. It's like gotta let them go, man.
They gotta go. And now I'm getting to the point where only want one of each type of RC. I've been saying that I want to get really the goal for myself is to get my collection down to like 10 RCs.
Bro, I swear we're like twins. I'm telling you. I swear. I wanted 10 or less. And I counted my cars. I'm like, all right, I'm at like 15. And then I counted my cars, I was at 36. I'm like, what the fuck? Where did they count? Like, and then they were all upstairs, and I'm like, oh shit.
See, I've got 11, but I don't want a bunch because the same thing you guys are talking about, because they just sit on the shelf. You know what I mean? I want enough to where I like what I have now, like the X Max, the Mojave, the Creighton, the Limitless, the Techno, and the Typhon. You know what I'm saying? I drive them all. You know what I mean? And that's it. I don't want to have so many that I just, because I mean they'll sit there, and I mean I had a couple that sat there and I got rid of them. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not going to drive it.
I know. Last year, the Limitless, I was on a mission with the Limitless last year, so a lot of stuff got neglected that I wanted to do. Most of my videos last year was the Limitless, the Team Corrales speed run joint I had, and the Creighton 8S. Like those was the ones I spent a lot of my videos on. You know what I mean? But there's so many cars that kind of got neglected, or you know what I mean, because I didn't touch them. Cars I rebuilt and didn't touch all year because of that damn Limitless. You know, that Limitless is crap. that Limitless, that shit goes so straight out the box, and then you just trying to squeeze out that extra mile per hour. Yeah, it's crazy.
Man, I just had a couple test hits with mine, and I was like, "Holy shit!" You know what I mean? I'm like, that's just not even full throttle. You know what I mean? Just a couple test hits, but I mean, see, I got my Limitless off of DZ, off of Deontay. So it came with a bunch of carbon fiber towers, a splitter, all the steering and everything's carbon fiber. It's got the carbon fiber, chassis center brace. I mean, but I'm in love with it, and I only did 2 test hits.
What you got in it? What's in it?
Right now, to be honest, because I've never done speed runs, you know what I mean? I'm just getting into it. I just have the Spectrum 6S system.
Okay.
That's it, with the 27 tooth pinion and the 34, the stock gearing setup.
Yeah.
I've never done them.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's your first time doing it. You ain't going crazy. This is how you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? But I kind of feel like too, it's like this little competition stuff people want to do to get the most mile per hour. I just say do it because you like it. You know, I'm in the 149 range, just trying to get to that 150. I ain't trying to do 200. If I get there, that's nice, but enjoy it. You know, enjoy your process and learning the car, because as you learn it,
I want to get to. I want to get to that first, what everybody's first milestone is, a Limitless. I want to get to 100.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I want to get to 100 mile an hour. You know what I mean? I mean that's my goal right now. But yeah, I'd be happy with 80. You know, to start off with, somewhere around 80.
You get 80 all day, but I think one thing people don't realize how much faster 120 miles an hour is than over just 100. It's such a big difference. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And I think I jumped from like 110 to like 130. And it was like, oh shit. Like, yo, it hit different. It hit different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People make it look easy, but it really takes a lot.
Well, I can also see where some people are terrified to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because that thing gets going coming down through there, dude. And if you wreck, it's going to be bad.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then if you get hit with your shit, like,
oh
man, I've seen that happen many a time. You get somebody, getting hit by an RC. I don't care what car it is, going 100 miles an hour. You better be lucky your legs won't keep
it's shattering shit.
Yeah, you're shattering. You're definitely shattering
like,
shit, for sure.
And people think that shit's funny. Like, dude, there is nothing funny. I don't care if you're going 20. If you get hit at 20, that shit's hurting. Like, man, it's swelling up. You're getting bruised. You know what I mean? And then getting hit with 100, bro, you're shattering. You're shattering.
See, I'm lucky. I'm lucky for the fact is my best friend, his best friend, runs the airport down by my house, and he's given me permission to come there and run my car on the landing strip.
Where y'all live at? Minnesota? You in Minnesota too?
No, I'm in Indiana.
I'm about to come visit, man. The airport, dude.
Yep. All I gotta do is call my buddy, and then he just calls his buddy or whatever, and then he lets me know, when it's gonna be a good time or when I can come down. But as soon as it gets warm and all that stuff, I'm gonna hit him up and I'm gonna take it there. But I'm hoping the runway's nice though. You know what I mean? I mean, if the runway's got cracks and grass and stuff growing in it, then it's not gonna be a good. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be good to run it there. But I mean, if it's solid and nice, then yes.
Yeah. I know a minute ago we was talking getting hit by RC. I got hit by my Creighton 8S. I let my boy drive it. I had my back turned, and that shit hit me in my left leg. I was in the boot for like 6 weeks.
Damn.
That shit took it took me off my feet. My feet was up in the air. My shoe flew off to the other side of the street. Like, it was like I got hit by a real damn car.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
What's up, Earl?
What's up?
Hey, what's going on, Earl? Good to see you.
What you guys up to?
Same old, buddy.
Shooting the shit.
You get that water leak fixed? They come take care of you?
Man. I mean, the drywall's back in. The water heater's working. I ain't got no heat in the house.
No heat?
Apparently, water runs up to the heater. Now that's messed up. These people are killing me.
So I
don't like a bunch of strangers in the house.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm the same way.
So I told Earl to come in here so he can he's the one that explained to me what that motor does. I guess he had that motor. How long have you had that motor, Earl? The 1721?
Oh God, when they dropped it, when they released it, I pre-ordered it and it came in, and like I said, with all the warnings on it, it's like running the XLX2, it's going to void your warranty on the XLX2.
Damn.
even running that motor, it voids your warranty. They don't cover anything that happens to anything. So it's like, to take a chance with all the fires, I don't know. I just wasn't willing to take the chance.
Mm.
So I haven't run it. But I mean, encased in metal is definitely, better than, wrapped,
Yeah.
especially at the speeds these guys are going. But if you look, I mean, Roz, he just went, what, 198?
Yeah. That's crazy.
And he's running a twin 1717s. And he said that motor would never do it. It's not the motor that we're having problems with. It's the power supply. It's our batteries.
Mm-hmm.
The batteries are dropping off so quick that it's limiting the speeds that we're getting. Now you can split that load like he did on a twin motor, and your battery's going to fall off less. But I mean, if we had better batteries that are light, people would be doing 200 miles an hour all day long.
I think the fact that nobody been able to hit that 200 yet is a testament to how he did it back in the day, man. We can't even do it with the brushless.
Well, let me ask you a question, because I'm sure everybody saw Roz's videos at 198. That shout out saying, world's fastest production car. Man, tell me where I can buy a 198 mile an hour production vehicle.
No,
Nobody produces that thing. There is nothing ARRMA on that fucking thing. He showed the build. I mean, it's all scorched RC. Just because
body mounts, the body mounts might be ARRMA.
I think the control arms are about all that's ARRMA on that thing.
Crazy.
Diffs have been changed. Center diff been changed. All the drive shafts have been changed. All the carbon fiber shock tower mounts have been changed. The shocks have been locked out. The whole drivetrain's been changed. The chassis has been changed. At what point does it not become an ARRMA?
You can't even, like you said, you can't even buy it like that.
You can, and he called it the world's fastest production. Man, tell me where to buy it. I want to go buy one.
You know what it is, though? It's clickbait.
It's what?
It's clickbait.
Oh yeah, it's definitely clickbait, and he's learning from Kevin. He's doing it right,
Yeah.
That's like Kevin, typing up 203, world's fastest 203 mile an hour RC attempt, and the man ain't never run 100, or he barely ran 100.
I don't think people realize you don't have to have clickbait. You could just post up some real stuff, but people do like to see bad things. People love to see you crash.
Oh yeah.
Some of my videos, some of the most videos with views are crashes from me. You know what I mean? They'll watch those all day.
Yep. Yeah, I wrapped the YouTube infraction around a pole, and that thing got a ton of views.
Exactly. People love it. They love the carnage.
Yes. So when Roz, crashed on that road and showed the fires in front of those people's houses before he went to Israel, that's when he blew up.
Exactly.
That's right around the time that he raced a jet versus his RC car.
I remember that.
But as far as the speedrun game, Roz is getting the most views out of anybody. Anybody doing speedruns.
He's giving up. I mean, he's telling everything. I kind of like that. I kind of like showing people how to do stuff. I like that aspect of what he's teaching folks. I do.
I agree, and I think a long time ago somebody should have taught gearing.
Yeah, but what I do realize though too is no matter, even if he shows you everything, people still not going to do it. They're going to still want somebody to do it for them. Like,
yeah, they want you to tell them what the gearing is.
You tell them the gearing, they still not going to go take the time to do it themselves.
And that's why I tell people gearing, because hiding this gearing, it doesn't make no sense, because you can give somebody the gearing and they're just going to crash. That's
true.
Maybe $20,000 later, they might listen and pull that trigger slow, but
the trigger pull is key.
Yeah, you can give them the perfect pass. You can give them everything to pull that trigger slow. All you're going to be able to do at that point is not be able to stop now.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, those brakes are sensitive and touchy, and the steering, you got to turn the dual rate down. I mean, speed run's something that takes years to master.
It
You're
does.
not going to master it by somebody, building or buying an RC. You know, you can buy a 200-mile-an-hour RC, whether you can run it there or not.
People can't even get the 100-mile-per-hour XO1 to go 100 miles an hour. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? You can't even do that.
I couldn't. I crashed. I totaled two. Well, one of them at 80, and the other one got totaled.
Did
Well,
yours take
I
flight?
think, well,
Oh, mine took flight.
Yeah, they like to fly. They some
Yeah.
flyers, man.
Yep.
Fucking
And
hate
I bought Phil Jolly's 150-mile-an-hour RC. I never ran it. I wanted to look at it, look at his tune, see what I was doing wrong. And when I realized I wasn't doing anything wrong, that wasn't a slash no more. It was all techno under that thing. So it's like, I was trying to run a slash to 150, but these guys changed everything out. Yes, they call it a slash, but it ain't a slash.
It's not a slash.
And that's what had me. It's kind of like what you said a little while ago about the Rustler hitting 100 mile an hour. I watched all the OGs doing that when I was doing mine. I wanted to do it too. I totaled, 10 of them, 11 of them before I hit 100.
Before you hit the 100. Dude,
Yeah.
Truth be told, I never even hit the 100. I think I hit 97 with mine, and I said, all right, we're going to go forward drive.
Hey, try hitting 99.9 3 times in a row.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yep. That's how it was. That Rustler was just stuck in the 90s, and I said, all right. Somebody did like a Mod 1 gearbox. I don't know, a couple years ago, somebody did a Mod 1 Rustler gearbox.
Yeah, I used the Proline one.
Rear joint. I bought that, and it sucked.
Yep.
My car just kind of sat there ever since. Like, I haven't even touched it.
It's funny. I don't even lock my diffs. People ask me all the time because Rob showed about locking up diffs. I don't lock them. Locking up the front is fine, but locking up the rear, the RC is just going to want to keep coming around if you pull that trigger too fast.
You got to have at least one diff on one of these cars.
Yeah.
You need one.
So I normally, even on drag racing, I lock up the front. I leave the rear as an open diff. And lock up the center and front.
I'm like you. I haven't really locked any diffs. I think last year I put the front locker in my Limitless, but I forgot to Loctite it. So my Limitless started acting stupid those last couple runs. And I didn't touch that car until recently and took the front apart. And I said, damn, the damn pins came loose. That's why this joint was acting crazy. I'm not really a big fan of lockers.
Me either. Not on road cars.
Nah.
Even on dirt cars, I don't lock them. So, I mean, but Ross showed people that you got to be very experienced to run a diff that's locked. And my skill set's not there.
And I'll say also too, when you build these kind of cars, you can't bash them. You don't bash them. You do all this quad builds and locking diffs. You ain't supposed to go in the schoolyard and go do donuts and shit with that. Like, you supposed to go do your run, come back, relax,
and let it cool down. Man, how many people do back-to-back runs? I watch them race past themselves. They stop it, they turn around, and they race back. It's like, I couldn't do that. You're going to start melting stuff down.
Yeah.
Mars and Tone was doing that.
Yeah. I'm guilty of doing a couple of those, but not the.
Yeah, but
like, I got 110, I'm gonna go for 111. Let me go for it real quick, but not like the whole pack. When you speed running, you're not trying to run the whole pack down.
No, if my pack is 25% down, it's done.
Yep.
I watched JT when he did his Limitless in that factory parking lot. He about burned it down.
Yeah,
he ran that. He was running that thing back to back, dude, on 3 or 4S, 6S.
Yep.
That motor got so hot, dude, it almost melted itself down. It was like 256 degrees or something like that, 64.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But until you have a fire, until you have an ESC catch on fire, or you start totaling these things because you're doing it, you're not going to stop.
Yep. People don't have no chill, but if you in this game long enough, you definitely gonna lose some ESCs. You definitely gonna lose some motors.
I took that 1515 and ran it on 8S for so long. I ended up melting that thing down. You know, on a 130-degree day, I was out there doing a speed run.
That's crazy.
You know,
Y'all get 130-degree days out there?
oh yeah, California.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, Cali's hot as hell.
Yeah, it is.
One of the
Yeah,
states I've
but-
never been to. Never been out there.
So what was your top speed? And what was your top speed? And what was your top speed in a fifth scale?
You asking me or Earl?
Earl don't do the speed runs for the fifth scales, but I'm gonna ask him next.
I haven't done on road speed runs with the fifth scales because the two fifth scales I have, the MCD and the FG, I didn't run the FG at all. I haven't done a speed run with that. And the MCD, I kind of had some technical difficulties with that, so I really didn't get a lot of speed out of the fifth scales. But otherwise, I do off road speed runs with like my Creighton. I did like 77 with the Creighton off road on 12S. And in a normal speed runner, I think I did like 147 or 48 last year. That was my high. And that was before like I said, the locker went out in the damn Limitless, you know. So, but before that, I had hit 147 the year before, so I really didn't make any good gains last year. My Mugen did 147. Which I still think Mugen's probably the best speed run car out of all the ones I've owned, for sure. MGT 7.
I heard that 911 Serpent was pretty good.
977?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, 977.
You want to talk about the quickest cars? I would say the Serpents, any of the Serpent Pan cars. I hit like 109 miles an hour in like 200 or 300 feet. This thing was crazy. It was like the shortest speed run I ever did. And when I looked at the GPS, I said, really? I couldn't believe it. Those cars are so light, you know.
And it
But I've
didn't catch
never,
air?
huh?
It didn't catch air?
No. Mm-mm.
Damn. That's crazy. Bro.
Serpents are nice, man. I have like 3 or 4 of them, but I think 2 of them are drag, and then I got the 1977 I bought from Phil, and then there's another one I bought. My friend, he moved. I bought it off of him, so I still had that too. But they're really nice cars, but it's a lot of work to keep those going straight because you got to lock the diffs, you got to get the aluminum pulleys for it. You know, you got to put the right setups in them. But I'll say my 988, the drag one, that one's probably the most. That one's like the most ready to go right now.
Damn. Earl, what was your top?
What's that?
What was your top speed?
On road, 147.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm trying to get to the 150. That was my goal.
Yeah.
But what's that?
So y'all made the same top speed? Ain't that what you said, Jay?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I think the thing too with speed is not trying to be competitive. I'm like I told you before, I ain't really trying to be competitive. I'm just trying to get faster, you know.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I'm not saying like, oh, y'all need to figure
No,
out.
I'm just saying like I don't have people always ask me what's my goal. Like I don't really have one. It's just get fast, go faster. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean,
right.
you have to you race the road that you're given. You know.
You got a pretty long road, Earl. How long is your road? What you got, about 3,000 feet, maybe?
Not even that. It's about a block. I got that I can be on trigger is about a block.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a quarter of a mile. They have
1,300 feet.
basically.
Yeah. I think I have maybe a little bit. I think I might have 1,500 feet, maybe.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah, it's that's the biggest problem that I have is the road, because I don't have enough shutdown.
Mm-hmm.
I have to shut down before I hit a stoplight. There's a light at the other end of my road.
Is it like some kind of like truck warehouse or something over there on
It's
your road?
an industrial section.
Yeah.
So that's all I have. So at least a road that doesn't have reflectors on it.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
where
I
did
tried
my
doing-
test hits at.
Yeah.
Was an
I
industrial
tried
road.
doing runs on a road with reflectors, even though, 2 lanes didn't have reflectors on it. No matter what, I hit them damn reflectors.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Any road with a curb on it, it's freaked me out, man. Between the curbs and
Yeah.
the storm drains,
Yep.
like let your car go down the storm drain. It's over. Like,
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'd be hurt.
I've seen
Yeah, I
it
had to
happen.
send my daughter into the one storm drain. I always parked next to it and had a RC roll off into it.
Damn.
I'd be hurt.
Yeah, my buddy had a Vortec. That joint just swallowed it.
Yeah.
It swallowed this Vortec, dude. It's like, yo, where your car go? It just disappeared. Damn storm drain, dog. It's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't going. I'm lifting that storm drain up. He's got the gun.
Yeah, you got to. So it was that one year everybody had like a built Vortec. It was like 2018. Everybody had those built up Vortecs with a lot of GPM and all that stuff in it. And
Yep.
putting little Steve News in it. Like crazy. Fast little cars though.
Yeah, they're light
Yeah.
versus load. So your batteries can support it. If you hit that trigger too hard, it gets up to speeds a lot quicker than say a 7 scale
Yeah, exactly.
or even a 4-wheel drive, slash.
And you don't have to run nothing crazy. You can do that on like 3S. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I think mine was doing like 103 on 3S. It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why I really wanted to show people when the Vendetta came out is, look, change your ESC, throw in a 6S pack, go run 100 mile an hour.
Now,
Go.
how fast have you had your Vendetta up to?
I'm 110, 111, but I haven't been able to run it all the way out yet. I've been
Okay.
having tire issues.
Okay.
I'm trying to run on the stock Hoons that are on it.
Okay.
And I
I was
ordered
actually-
those silver ones from
Mhm.
Horizon, say 4 months ago when the Vendetta was released. They were supposed to be in January 10th or 11th. It got pushed.
Damn.
So it's supposed to be in this month.
You're using the stock. You were using the Castle ESC in there, right? The stock
No.
motor. No.
I'm running a Spectrum Takeoff ESC from
6S.
Infraction.
Nice.
So
And you running what? 6S? You're not running 6S?
yeah, I'm running 6S in it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Basically, take the ESC, bolt it in there, leave the stock motor,
Motor.
put in 6S, put the speed gearing in it, and that's it.
The speed gear was like a 26 tooth, right?
Yeah, something like that. Whatever came in the bag.
Yeah.
I do have one set up on a 30. That's the one that backflipped in the last video. But like I said, I haven't been able to run them out yet.
Okay.
I'm doing that slow trigger pull. So, I mean, I can max out the trigger, but with those small cars, you got to hold it for a while for the motor to catch up because it's all stock electronics.
Yeah.
And if you pull a Spectrum ESC too hard or too fast, it shuts off. So
Are you using the Spectrum radio too?
What's that?
Using the Spectrum radio too?
I'm running the factory radio. Everything's factory except for the ESC.
Yeah. And you're getting good range. Nice.
Yep. Now
So
I did show
Mhm.
to open up the receiver box. There's a bunch of antenna in there. You got to pull it all out. It's all folded up in the receiver box.
So I watched the video to set the body because I did the 17 millimeter hexes on mine. I put the GRPs on mine.
Yep.
But I haven't been able to like do a speed run yet. I'm trying to get an idea of what I should be looking for when I do that.
Yeah, you definitely got to take that rear wing and bolt it down right in the center.
Now I did that since every time I take it out on the street, it backflips. So I did that finally. I got the flat wing on it now. or the one
okay.
with the less angle on it, and I bolted it down.
Yep.
But that joint like to do a backflip every time you hit the
Yeah,
stack.
you got to lower the front shocks all the way and raise the
Mhm.
back up as high as it'll go.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then it tends to stay down. And you got to get your body as low as possible.
You know what I was going to do with mine? I was going to run the Typhon arms. I was going to do the Typhon 3S arms on it and get like a real Delta plastic body. But then I was
Yeah.
like, what's the point of doing that? It's not a Vendetta at that point. Now it's just a regular H-scale GT. That's
And,
why.
and
Only
that's why
wanted to
I
do it.
just won't put money into that line. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a disposable RC.
It is.
Everything on it's, plastic, turnbuckles, everything. I mean,
Mhm.
the thing's going to fall apart. But
Yeah.
it's a good, I like to use it as a warm-up before I'm going to run the Limitless. I'll
Mhm.
run that thing back to back to back and burn that thing up so
Yeah.
that I can learn that slow trigger pull before I just take the big car out of the trunk and then send it.
Yeah.
You know how you get better warming up?
Exactly.
Used to it.
I've
So,
with my speed runs, I start relying on my senses a little bit more because sometimes I'll just keep going and going and going, just pull another car out the trunk and go, keep going, you know what I mean? And something's telling me to stop, but I keep going anyway. And every time I
Yeah.
don't stop, that's when I wreck.
yes, because we get bold. We start pulling faster. We try
Mhm.
getting full trigger faster. And then
Exactly.
switching out your RC car, that RC car might handle totally different,
Exactly.
So I like to get used to them a little bit. So I usually try to start off. I did build a Limitless that I run on 4S, and that runs about 120.
Nice.
And that one I used to warm up with, and that had the 1515 motor in it.
Mm.
And when I burned it up, I ended up maxing out that one too. So now I use the Vendettas.
Vendetta, yeah.
Yeah, there's so much going in the speed runs. It's crazy.
Speed
I
runs,
mean,
nice.
these RCs are getting so damn expensive, you don't want to crash them no more.
Nah.
I feel that for sure. I feel that for sure. It gets to that point. It's like, dude, you can't do nothing. It's like the shit's so expensive nowadays. You don't want to hurt your cars. You don't want to do nothing. It's like that's like with me. Like every day I run, it's like you're not satisfied until you break it. But I'm doing totally different than what you guys are doing. You know what I mean? It's
Well,
like
sending it off a mountain, you're gonna one out of 10, you're gonna land bad.
Yeah.
So, and right now, getting control arms, getting wings, getting these parts, it's not only the cost, you can't find them.
it's availability.
Availability is shit right now. So
right now, yeah. I will say one, I don't know, everybody should know it, but one of my favorite places to go is Jenny RC for any.
Oh, yeah.
It's my spot all day.
no, she
They're the
definitely is
best,
if
man.
she's got them.
Yeah.
Limitless parts, like everything. Then
I buy the bags of all the junk that people don't want for $25. You get screws, straps, battery trays, and even if it's not for that Arma, guess
It'll
what?
work.
It works on all the Armas.
And you ever notice how a motor for like a Typhon would be cheaper than the motor for like a Creighton, and it's the same damn motor on there.
Yes.
Hey,
because they base it off the RC.
It's just the same motor.
It's the same crap.
Same stuff.
It'd be crazy. I just be like, what the hell is it? It don't even make sense.
Yeah, and that's what's good about Arma, and that's I mean, I've been saying it that Arma needs to release something new, but honestly, you can buy any of the parts from any of the RCs, and they work on the other ones.
You can make your own Arma model.
Yeah,
you can make your own
Kratos. Yeah,
Kratos. The Cray Hobby. You know what I mean? Is a perfect example of that. Cray Hobby, extended Typhons, all that stuff. Trugified Typhon. Like, sky's the limit, man.
Exactly, and that's why I just didn't like the Fire Team drop, because that's basically what it was. You guys were building it already.
You guys, yeah, we already had it. We just ain't had a body.
You just didn't have machine guns.
You had all that. I'm not a big. I wasn't a big fan of it. I think it's cool, man, but
It is, but I want to jump it.
yeah.
It's definitely going to be a strong one. I mean, the body and the way it integrated into it. I mean, it's cool, but for $800, I don't know.
I like to see. I think everybody would like to see them do a 1/5 scale Typhon.
Yeah,
I think
And that's what everybody's been crying about. Like, please give us that. We've been. I think it's been 2 years now.
we want that 1/5 scale Typhon.
yeah.
I've wanted it for so
But
long.
I think after that, the flop of the Creighton 8S, I think they're kind of leery on the bigger RCs.
You think the Creighton 8S was a flop?
Yeah,
I don't.
it made everybody reluctant to buy the Outcast, and the Outcast is way better than the.
Oh yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, out the box, yeah.
Out the box, that thing's an animal.
But the EXBs turned out to be an animal. You know what I mean? The EXBs, which nothing really changed, but for some reason, they were so good. The EXBs got so good.
The EXB Creighton or what?
EXB Creighton and the Outcast are great.
Yeah, I have the 8S out or the EXB Creighton and the roller and the Ready to Run, and I love both of them. I just, I won't buy another Creighton 8S. I got 2 of them.
Yeah,
and
my only complaint with that Creighton 8S is the system. That system
is weak.
It's too small.
It's perfect in an Outcast. It's
perfect in an Outcast. Yep.
And that's how I wouldn't consider it a flop for me because I'm taking all that stock stuff out anyway. That's the first thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
But at the same time I buy an RTR car, I got a system I'm putting in it every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I bought the Mojave, or not the Mojave. I got the Fire Team up there right now. I never touched the stock system. I took it out, instantly put the Max 6 combo in there. Instant.
It's funny, the Fire Team was fast as hell out of the box. And I don't know why.
The Fire Team?
Yeah.
Did they change the internal diffs? Did they change did they change the differential ratio in the front and the rear?
No, it's the same as the Mojave.
Which I think they should have put the EXB diffs in it. That heavy ass truck using those stock Creighton or the stock diffs. I think they changed the formula to it. Like the metal seems strong, tougher.
Metal, yeah.
And then they were charging us $25-$30 just for the ring gear. I was blowing those things left and right.
I was gonna say, we want to talk about the flop, the LSD diffs and the EXBs.
Yep.
That was like the fucking worst. I'm sorry. Like
at first they were, but now I think they got them figured out.
No, they're figured out now. But what I don't like about every Arrma you buy now is they give you shims and tell you if your diffs mess up, too bad, it's on you.
They should do that from the factory, man. If they need shims, just knock it out from the factory.
If you're charging prices, then you should be able. We can have that.
But see, all that changed once they got acquired by Horizon, man. Horizon was like, we gotta get some money back. You know what I mean? So
hey, you can become a preferred Horizon for $120, and then you can call them. You become a member now.
Oh, that's great.
What?
$120, become a member, and then you can call them. You can get your warranties done faster. You get preferred.
Wow. Oh, that's
Damn, that's a fucking gimmick,
right? Hey, I'm gonna buy your product and then have to buy a membership so I can get stuff warranted. I could have had them some that was working.
That's just a joke. You're turning into a Traxxas. Well, they've already been did that, but
I mean,
I can call Traxxas any day of the week.
Oh, you can say what you want to say about Traxxas, man, but they don't.
Their customer support's awesome.
All that. I mean, when I first got my e-Revo 2.0, the servos went out. They ain't asked for no proof or nothing. They already had my name. We're sending these out to you right now. I'm like, oh snap! They ain't asked for nothing.
I've never bought a Traxxas from Traxxas. I bought it everywhere else, and I called on my daughter's tires on that Max when the tires were blowing up, the rims were shattering. They sent her out a brand new set. Said, look, we normally don't cover tires, but we're gonna keep sending you sets.
Yo, it's funny you just brought up that Max. You got a Max V2, right?
Yeah.
Are you having the issue with the steering? Like, it seems like this. It takes it steers wider, right? It's like it's not as sharp as it was before. Is it just me?
No, it's not as sharp.
Yeah,
But if you turn the TSM all the way down, it gets better.
Okay.
You have to leave it a little up because zero affects it sometimes too.
Mhm.
So just like one click up, like a 8th, and then the steering it should be much better.
Yeah, because I converted mine, and I'm like kind of regretting it a little bit. Even though I went like Bitavon crazy on it, it's the steering is just still more
It's
to be
slow.
desired. Yeah,
It's slow.
I even upgraded the servo, but it's just like the throw. And then I was looking, I think the links are hitting the inside of the wheel. So I was like, maybe I'll do some extensions on the end or something, get the hot racing 10mm wheel extensions.
Yeah.
So then, the links won't hit the inside of the rims, and maybe that'll help it a little bit too. I don't know. But
yeah, my V2 is all stock. So
yeah, yo,
I cannot do stock. That's one thing I can't do.
did y'all see the sale at RC Juice this week? They were selling the Hobby Star 4092 motors with $20 off. So I bought the 2200 and put it in my Max. That's why I keep looking over there. I put the 2200. I haven't ran it yet, but it's much longer than the 2400, and I'm expecting that joint to be a beast. But yeah, they was on sale for like $69 because I was going to just put a regular Castle in there, and I said, oh, let me go ahead and.
By next month, we're going to be seeing a bunch of sales because of this recession.
You think?
Yeah, most definitely. So
Yep,
if you're going to be buying anything, just hold off a little bit.
Yeah, I love sales. I think combine that with people tax returns, people get crazy with their tax returns, man.
Yep.
People.
No, you need to hang on to your cash right now.
Hang on to the money, man.
They played me with my tax return.
Yeah, I'm definitely hanging on to it. I put $125 the other day in my diesel, and never even clicked off.
Yep. I mean, I drive that little BMW, and it's cost me damn near $100 a week to fill that.
Well, I'm saying you and Cali, y'all got the crazy gas prices over there.
Yes.
Ain't you like almost $6 or?
Yep. I'm about to start buying some blue diesel and try running that. Screw it. For machinery.
I'm about to start driving my golf cart.
It usually costs me $68 to $74 to fill my truck. Man, that should cost me $85.
Yeah. And these are still winter. This still is like winter blend. Yeah. Wait till summer blend comes out.
Right.
That's when they're talking $7 a gallon here in
Oh
California.
yeah. Well, I've seen there's a couple places in California that's already 7.
Oh yeah. Some
already.
are.
Yeah,
yep,
we're up
some
in
of
the
higher
fives.
chevrons and
we're
stuff.
Up in 5s for 5 something for diesel and 5 for almost 5 for unleaded.
Our diesel's the same price as our premium.
Is it?
Yep.
Jeez.
And diesel's supposed to be cheaper to make.
Right.
Oh, it is cheaper to make by far. Definitely.
Yeah. But it's all the California taxes that's added into that. And then all the additives, the Chevron and Shell and everything's putting in there.
And I kind of feel like gas mileage ain't the same how it used to be from all the additives that they added in it. Like it's taken away.
You get worse gas mileage.
Yeah, it's taken away from that.
Especially summertime.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get us. Hey, I always tell you know what I've told everybody since all this has been going on. I've told everybody. I was like, you know what? I said, I told you they get that stimulus money back somehow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're gonna keep getting it back.
And then some. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, that's crazy.
Yeah, he said they showed a semi filling up, and he was just over $1,000.
Yeah, I seen a semi the other day fill up $1,500, dude.
Yeah, you got to figure the big semis are 150 gallons each side. That's 300 gallons.
Damn.
Yep.
Yo, that's crazy.
All they're doing is causing another recession. That's all it's going to do. It's going to do like it did last time.
Well, yeah, the middle class has to suffer. So
yeah,
You know, they're trying to get that money because, like they said, you know, we haven't begun to need any more oil from anybody else. So, like, you know, Trump wanted to do, he wanted to pump here in Texas and all that. Open up the pumps again. Let's start pumping. That'll drop our prices, and we won't have those overseas prices. So, just by them saying, "Hey, we're not going to buy oil from Russia," all of a sudden, the next day, you know, it's $2 more a gallon.
Yeah. Oh, it happened that
Different.
fast? Yeah. Come on with that fucking gimmick.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, I'm just saying this. When Trump was in office, at one time, gas was back down to $1.97. It
Yes.
was under $2 a gallon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But was that during the pandemic too? Like a lot of people wasn't going out though.
No, nobody was buying gas,
Nobody
so
was
they
going
lowered
anywhere.
the prices.
We just put whatever we want.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still not. My job's still not recovered from the pandemic. I haven't been on site since the beginning of the pandemic. I've been working from home.
It's
You know what I
funny.
mean?
California just opened up. We don't need to wear a mask anywhere.
That's-
We don't have indoors, all that.
Hey,
It's your choice. You can still wear it if you want, but you don't need to.
hey, Earl, just like that. Just like that. all
Just
of a
like
sudden, there's
that,
no
it's
COVID.
gone.
No COVID. It's
Gone.
gone.
There's no
2 minutes,
COVID.
it's in air. Good job, baby.
Yeah. Now they're at their. Now they're on. They're like, fuck COVID. Now we're on. We're trying to get some money.
Hey, no, a war broke out. There's no COVID. You know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
hey, they've already did what they wanted to do. We're getting overpopulated, and they had to control the population.
Well, that's why Social Security's still here. Social Security was going belly up. Now all of a sudden they got a bunch of money.
Extra money.
But we're gonna print money
it's
one more
sad.
time.
It's sad to think like that, but I mean, come on now.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah. It's like read between the lines. You know.
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you got to read between the lines. Yep.
Fucking
I
sad.
hate it, but
That's the world we live in. That's America.
But I still, you know what I mean? I'm like, I got to get out there. I got wife, I got family to feed. So
Yeah.
it don't matter what it is. I got gas. I got to go. I got to work.
You
every
gotta
day.
do what you gotta do.
I got to get out there and do what I got to do to support everybody. So,
Yeah.
I mean, luckily my job didn't get affected at all during the epidemic.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? We actually got busier because there was more people at home. So they were bored and they needed something. So they were spending money, you know what I mean? Because I'm a licensed plumber. You know what I'm saying? So the
Well, they're
plumbing
home. They might as well get their house
industry, I
ready.
didn't get slow at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
I didn't take a loss either. It was like I didn't lose out either. Like I didn't get out of work or anything. But it got to the point where it was like, fuck, why would I wish I would have, you know what I mean? Because it's like these motherfuckers bank on that unemployment so crazy, but the
And they didn't have to go to work.
essential workers had to work and they took the biggest losses.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
The essential workers took the biggest losses. Man, my girl's homegirl, she had unemployment. She was unemployment almost the whole year last year. Or 2020, I'm sorry. And or 2020, whatever. She was unemployment and she got back like $12,000 in taxes. Like, where the fuck did this come from? I ain't shit. Man, I'll tell you this. I got back $941.
Yeah, my wife
And I was
works
great
for, my
pre-tax.
wife's in medical. My wife's in the medical field, dude, and they ran my wife ragged. You know what I'm saying? They were making they ran my wife ragged, dude, to where she was just so beat in the ground from having to work so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just and being in there, she's in progressive care, so she was in it every day with the coat, you know what I mean, there, and it was beating her down, man. Bad.
COVID definitely changed everybody's life. Everything changed.
Right. I mean, for the the motherfucking essential workers or the people that got laid off
Mhm.
until everything came back, or the drug dealers, all of them made the most. They banked off of this.
Well, but we just talking about money. The kids is the people that really got messed up through this.
Yep.
Kids, you know, like my daughter, she started kindergarten and then the damn pandemic started. You know what I mean? So she couldn't even benefit from the socialization that goes on, you know, in first and second grade. You know what I mean? Because of this.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then at that point, and even like you said with the kids, it's like everybody that graduated that year didn't have a ceremony like they should have. They didn't really get to throw their hats or tell everybody tell them congratulations.
Imagine 12 years of school.
Think about the people that
graduating high
passed
school.
away. The funerals.
Yeah.
They didn't have funerals. You couldn't even have a funeral and see your loved ones.
Right.
No.
You couldn't be in the hospital and talking to your loved ones. It's like, bro, like this shit, man, the way that they did that, it was a man. And the whole time, I mean, to everybody else, it's different. The whole time, I'm not going in these stores and wearing no mask. I'm not wearing no mask at no point of time. Fire me. I'm not doing it. I'm not falling for this okey doke ass shit. I didn't go. I didn't go for none of that. And I know some of you guys, like Earl, you were masked.
I had to.
Yeah, that was you. You know what I'm saying? But me, I was like, oh, if you want me to leave, I'll leave. But nobody really said nothing. I don't give a fuck about that. You can fire me. I'll leave this bitch.
Oh, we tried
Or you
because we're
tell me
union.
not to work here.
We
not.
went to our union
doing
and
it.
said, hell no, we're not getting vaccinated, no mask. That ain't in our
Yeah.
contract.
I told my job, I said, if you want me to get vaccinated, let me know and I can put my 2 weeks in, or I'll just walk out right now.
Yeah.
I'll be gone. Like I'm not doing none of that's happening. You're not running me. You're not giving me that okey doke. If there's a, not saying that this COVID was fake. I'm not saying that, but if it's hitting me and I go, then I go. I'm gonna take it how I want. I'm not gonna struggle because everybody got it. You wore a fake ass mask that didn't work or not. You know what I mean? I wasn't going for it. I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? I'm not doing those vaccines. I'm just not that guy. So
I'll say this. I think it should be a personal choice if you want to wear, get vaccinated. The whole mask thing, though, for me, having a daughter, having a little kid running around, whether if I got it because I didn't wear a mask, I would be messed up. If I was transmitting it to like one of my my older folks, my grandmom or somebody got that because I didn't wear a mask, like, I don't know.
No, you got to remember, your little baby's running around without a mask too.
Yeah,
You can't put a
but
mask on her.
I'm saying like
only the grown-ups wear masks.
Everybody was like sequestered and everybody was just going out to the supermarket.
Yeah,
you know what I
didn't
mean?
go.
In the early days, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't fucking with it, man. I was
I got a mother. I got a mom with cancer. You know what I mean? And she's I mean, we got the news that she's not going to make it. So, but
I'm sorry to hear that.
I got vaccinated because I didn't want to get my mom sick. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want, because I wanted her to be here as long as she could be. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I got it not for me. I got it for my mother.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's bigger. To me, it was bigger than just me. And that's how come I just went along with it. Because I didn't want to affect anybody around me. And I know people that was affected. Like, one of my best friends, his mother-in-law and father-in-law went in hospital at the same time, and only his mom made it out. And at the same time, they had just had their first baby while they was in the hospital with it. Like, just, I don't know. Like, I
understand that, and I understand that.
When stuff was hitting close to home, I just wasn't with it. Like, it ain't gonna be me. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But I'd rather be safe than sorry. And you're right. Even with the vaccination, you still got it. I got it around Christmas, and I gave it to everybody in my family. But it was like a cold. It wasn't like nobody was in the hospital and shit. You know what I mean? Like, we wasn't torn up. But when you saw those people on ventilators dying, you saw the trucks full of bodies. Like, that ain't no hoax to me. That's something really happening.
No, I think they didn't know how to treat it.
If you think it's a hoax, you're out of your mind. Because it wasn't no hoax. It was something.
It was a real deal.
But,
it was a real deal.
The fact that
I have a wife that works in a medical field. My wife's seen it every day. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? She's
it
seen
was
people
definitely
dying
real.
every day from COVID, and all the people. And this is just coming from from me, my wife being in the medical field. All the people that were dying were unvaccinated. All the people that were in the hospital that were vaccinated were sick, but they were not dying. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my wife
Yeah,
was
they
around.
didn't know how to
She's
treat
seen
it
every day.
because the president got flown to the hospital and was out the next day like he never had it.
Yep.
Right. And this is the
So they knew
motherfucker.
how to fix it. They just didn't give that to everybody,
Right.
which was fucked up.
Exactly. But I think about that with everything.
Get in,
Like,
please.
like
Get in.
honestly, I feel personally, you guys can call me crazy. I feel that there's a cure for cancer. Most definitely, no question about it. There's a cure for cancer. There's a cure for AIDS. There's a cure for all that shit. You know what I
Oh,
mean? They're just not putting it out there. If you got enough money, you're getting cured.
Yep.
Pay for it. If you're a president and you caught AIDS, you're cured. If you got a president and you get caught with cancer, you're cured. They got that for you. But that mask shit was out the window. That shit, I knew that was I personal preference. It was bullshit from the jump. You're not wearing a mask. That mask is BS. It's getting through their person. It's getting through there. I wore a mask and I do buses, so I was grinding down rust, right?
Well, remember they said a T-shirt would be okay.
Huh?
Cover your mouth with a bandana.
Yeah, cover your mouth with a bandana. Cover your mouth with 3 bandanas.
Yeah.
And that rust is still getting in your face,
Yep.
in your lungs, and all that. But you gotta look at it like this: a motherfucking COVID, a virus is smaller than that. It's smaller than that, so it's getting in there. That little mask shit ain't doing nothing for you.
No, that's why they finally came out and said you need the medical mask. That's the only way that's the only mask that's really doing anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta have the. I think it's N91 or something like that.
Yeah.
Is what it's called. That's what, I think my wife N91. I think is what it's called.
Yeah, kind of like the painter's mask to keep that paint out of your lungs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, man, these little cheap ass masks that they're giving you, that ain't doing nothing for you.
No.
That's when I'm like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, all I wore most of the time was a net gator, one of them net gators where you just pull it up about halfway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I wore.
Dude,
but I mean, I'm with
a virus is getting.
I'm with Jay because I actually got vaccinated, but I got sick. I got sick around Christmas. My wife's sister gave it to us all, and I still caught COVID. You know
I feel like a lot of people got it around Christmas. A lot of people.
It was a cold. It was a cold to me. I mean, it was just a few days, and then I was better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it hit me. But well, everybody got it around Christmas. You know why? It was because that was that new variant, and it was way more contagious, but not as lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say that because that one, if you look at the charts, when that one came, the Omicron or whatever, the Transformer one, it spiked higher than any of the other ones.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as deadly. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I had it, and the test came back negative, and then it was like the day after Christmas, they called me. They said, "Oh, it's positive." And by that time, my wife, my daughter had it already. We was in a whole nother state, and we started getting people sick over there. We had to come home that same day. It's crazy.
I just stayed away from people. I never tested positive, so
that's good.
You know what? Funny thing was,
even at work.
The funny thing was, I worked the whole time COVID was as a plumber in people's houses, and I never caught it ever. And then this last variant, her sister came over to our house, and I caught it. But you know what? My wife has worked in the hospital and been around the whole time. She's never had it. Never had it. She didn't even catch it when her sister was over. Like, never had it. My wife is crazy. Hospital and been around the whole time. She's never had it. Never had it. She didn't even.
I'm getting a bleed back.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear the bleed back.
Somebody turn YouTube
That's
on?
me. That's my fault. That's my fault. I got it. I got y'all. My bad.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna jump off. I gotta feed these kids.
All right.
I appreciate
good talking to you, man. Good meeting you in person, dude.
All right,
Take care,
Jay.
buddy.
Hey, one stop. I'm gonna get those fans out tomorrow. I promise.
Oh, you're good, man. Just hit me up and I'll pay your shipping and stuff. Okay.
No worries.
All right, buddy.
See you guys later. Take it easy,
All right.
Deontay.
All right, boss.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off too because my wife looking at me crazy. So I'm gonna jump off.
It was nice
Yo,
to
man,
meet you.
thanks for having me, man. And yo, hit me up on Facebook. I'll share that information with you about the.
Hey, yeah, in the next couple minutes, I'm definitely gonna do that because I'm trying to make that happen ASAP, bro.
All right, bet.
Hey,
Let's stop. Nice meeting you, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
nice
you
meeting
too, man.
you.
Nice to
Hey,
meet you.
hey, I appreciate you for hopping in, bro. I really do.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me, bro.
All right, man.
All right, be good.
Yep.
Peace.
And then there was the original two.
And then you were back.
What up, D's? What you been up to, brother? I ain't talked to you much.
Yeah, because you don't fuck with me.
Huh?
Because you don't like me.
No, it ain't nothing to do with that, bro. I've been busy, man.
It's because I'm fat.
Like busy, bro. I ain't even hardly been on any of the chats, really. I'll say a couple things, and that's about it, dude. I've been hammered here lately. It's getting ready to get worse. It's getting ready to get worse when it gets warm out.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What you working on? You working on that new build?
No, that's done. I need to get a motor mount and servos, and battery tray.
Oh, that's right. I think I seen you pull your crawler up there, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's your custom crawler, right?
Yeah, they're talking about doing a comp tomorrow, and I was gonna.
I got that new motor in for mine today, man. That thing, it's way better.
What's that? That was it. That one that dude sent you, the one that Buddy sent you in the other chat.
No, I ended up buying the Enjoro. I ended up buying the Enjoro 550 29 turn.
Oh, you like it?
Dude, it's not, because I sent Big Head a message and asked him about it. And Big Head said it was a good, really good budget motor. He says he's got a few of them.
Oh.
So, I mean, it was only $20.
Oh, damn.
I mean, that thing crawls slow. It's got real good low speed, man.
That's nice, bro.
I like it.
When'd you put that in today?
Yeah, I put it in today. I got it today, and I put it in today. I went ahead and rode it around the house a little bit and crawled up some stuff, and man, it's way better than that. And then that Sin Reaper motor, because that motor that he sent with it wasn't even a crawler motor.
Oh, did it not crawl good?
No, because it would start to go, and then you just had to give it gas, and it just wanted to spin out and burn out. You know what I'm saying? It was spinning everything. This one right here, son, it's just, I don't know if you've seen the video I posted, but it just creeps, man.
Oh, I did not.
But yeah, I mean, I'm impressed with it. I like it. It's good enough for me. And then my boy Big Head, he's he's printing me up for the I hate this, for the flatbed right here. I can't. For all this flatbed, he's 3D print me a Yeti cooler, and I'm gonna put a Yeti cooler back there, and then he's 3D print me some deer antlers, and I'm gonna mount some deer antlers back on the flatbed.
That's tight. That would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be pretty neat, I think. Oh man. Hey, I'm gonna send that to your PayPal Monday. That way it's already in there.
Oh yeah, what day? I forgot that day that was.
Yep, I'm gonna send it there Monday, and I'll send you a message when I do. That way you know it's in there. You open the door.
No, you open the door.
You already wearing me out today, girl.
It's locked.
It's locked. Well, you locked it then.
What?
You locked it then, Jack.
Oh shit!
What'd you lock it for? There. What up, Beast
The Flip Side King is in here.
What's that?
I said the Clip Tie King is in here.
Right, Clip Tie King. I think he's sponsored by him, son. He's trying to sell them all to us.
Nah, I'm trying to. Nah, they told me to send them a little video or something, and they'd send me some shit out. But
Joe, Shade Tree, I just want to say hi. I seen you guys said earlier. I just didn't want to interrupt the other guys.
Yeah, you guys had so much chat going on. I was like, these motherfuckers ain't talking to nobody in the chat.
Yeah, I'm sorry, fellas.
So we were being rude.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we were.
Holmes Hobby. Yeah, I know Shade Tree second now, but I'm gonna tell you what, I'm pretty happy with that Enduro motor. I mean, for the price on it.
I did go over to the hobby shop and they do have one Skeeter in. But I was in a fucking hurry and I left my fucking card at the house, and I only had a little bit of cash on me, so I grabbed a couple little things, and then
well, that's cool because I'm heading up there tomorrow to buy it.
Are you?
No,
it's on the top shelf in the very back by the 8S rigs.
I'm just fucking with you, Beast Mode.
Now I was gonna pick one up, and then I got that email that I submitted back in like November to get on that little waiting list for the MT8, and I went ahead and paid that off, and it's supposed to be here next Friday.
Oh snap!
Yeah, buddy.
Al BRC DZ said, "Great job getting Earl and Jay. Very unexpected content, and well worth it."
Oh yeah, that was $1 million worth of game. They come together.
Yeah, I ain't hip to Jay. I'm gonna have to sub to him.
Yeah, I got a lot of high end shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit Jay up for sure. Especially, I'm starting to get in these speed runs. He seems like a speed run guy.
Yeah.
Thanks for texting me that, Tara. My wife. Hey, JoJo, go get me panties and wipes, please. Get Daddy panties and wipes so I can change them. So we get up to Beast Mode.
That shit been so fucking busy, man.
Dude, you and me both.
Just like you, yeah. It's been fucking crazy, bro.
Because I went to they were having a customer appreciation day at the archery shop I go to. So I went there this morning. Got home. As soon as I got home, I had to go to my in-laws. Their kitchen sink drain broke all or rusted out inside the wall, so I had to cut the whole wall out. And come to find out, the bathroom sink and the kitchen drain tied in the same drain. So I had to redo all the drains from the kitchen and the vanity all the way down to the basement.
Shoo-wee.
And then I came home. And then I put my new motor in, or my crawler motor that came in, I put it in.
Hell yeah.
But I've been working nonstop. With the weather starting to break a little bit, it's going to get busy, crazy for me.
Oh, hell yeah, it will. Hell yeah. It always does.
I'll be right back up.
Yep.
I got to do the baby thing.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, shit. What are you working on, Deontay?
Putting this ESC in this crawler. Or at least trying to.
Fuck. Oh, shit. I just laid around all day today.
Oh, it was one of them days.
Yeah. Came out to the garage a couple times, messed with the Max with that little strap shit, battery strap
That
shit.
shit was funny as hell. I said, this nigga did not.
Hey, I hope it works out, bro, for real. Like, because I want to, it's not the V2 version, so you're limited on the fucking batteries and shit. So I need to get some fatties in there.
Oh, man.
Shit.
It's just one of them days when you
Yeah.
want to be all alone.
Fuck. Yeah, I was gonna get the little Skeeter and also get the MT8, but I know like I won't play with both of them like a lot right now, and I really want to check out that MT8, man, like bad. I never got to fuck with the rival MT10. You always heard good shit about them, so I'm hoping that the MT8 will be all right. And then I got a bunch of shit in my like Jenny's RC and my Amazon cart. Like I said, the birthday's coming up here in a couple weeks, so I got a lot of shit in the carts. So I figure get that shit. I still got to get the Punisher out and fuck with it. Keep blowing tires. I'm gonna try to pick up some those LP the LP fucking 6S tires. Put on it because I keep blowing tires out on it. And then
Birthday balloons. What? Oh.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, look at that. I got my new recording rig on here, boys. Woo!
Nice.
That's just my crawler recording rig.
Yeah. I got all kinds of little things I've rigged up on my radios and shit, bro. Like my big ass tires for the.
Yeah, I seen that today.
This is off of like a little fucking Walmart.
Damn, I was like, man, that's a hell of a fucking steering wheel right there.
Yeah.
Might as well why don't you just put an X-Max tire on there?
Yeah.
Right? God damn.
And then I made this little thing, like the little knob.
Yeah, I seen your little knob
stick. The plastic pellets, D. I'm telling you.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, I just rolled it up. I got some, heated them up, and then rolled it up. It's fucking hard.
This motherfucker MacGyver, son.
Hey, I'm always doing shit like that, bro. Always. Like from my little aftermarket body shit. Like this shit's coming along. I just gotta get it to mold a little better.
Nice, Jeremy.
And these motherfuckers are gonna be beast mode certified. New wheelie bar or wheelie wheels.
What's up, Strip Gears?
These are cool.
Wheelie wheels.
Yeah, they'll roll. They light up when there's pressure on them. Like when you're riding a wheelie, they light up.
I see that. I see the little light flashing.
Yeah, like if I get these ones here.
Oh yeah, I see it.
See, they light up when there's pressure on them and shit. So
you ride wheelies down the road at night with just lighting up.
Yeah, I'm gonna send these ones out to Deontay though. He wants a set of them, so.
Hell yeah, it's gonna make that thing really so smooth.
Look at this. I got like a old grave digger body,
Yeah.
and I was wanting some lights for my crawler. So I took the Gravedigger lights out because it had lights and all that stuff. I was like, shoot, this will be all right. Man, I went to fit it inside the car, dude, broke the damn light bulb off. Now they ain't worth a shit.
Damn.
So now I got to order a light kit for the damn crawler now.
Oh
For
shit,
my
we got a queer in the building.
What's that?
I said we got a queer in the building.
Where?
I think he's talking about stripped.
No, it's heavy penis. Metal RC.
Where? I don't see him.
Sup?
Oh, fuck. I
Shut
thought you
up.
meant in the chat.
Shut, man. Shut, dude.
What's up, bro?
Shut, bro. How you doing today, man?
You know what I'm saying? What it be like?
Well, hey, did you get those tires yet?
Hey, what it do, Beast Mode? Hell no, I ain't got no time.
What's up, Heavy? What the fuck is that?
This fucking mailman slow as shit, bro.
This motherfucking rally car.
What's that? The MT9020?
How big is that motherfucker?
It's as big as the Power Wheels.
God damn. Hey, sit in it. Did you cut the top out? Oh, shit. Okay. Whoa, fuck.
It is absolutely fucking massive, dude.
Wow. When'd you get that?
The other day.
You need some fucking tires.
Yeah, it needs tires bad.
What is it?
Hey, and that front tire's on wrong. Well, I don't know. The camera view might be wrong, but your arrow is pointing the wrong way. I don't know if it's the camera angle.
What is
No,
it?
this is the rear.
Oh, okay.
I just threw the body on this to show you.
For fuck's sakes, what is it?
This is the new Creighton.
Oh, is it the HPI or not HPI? Fuck. What's that new one that they're fucking with?
DBX. It's a DBXL. I'm just kidding.
No.
It's the
You guess,
Slubislava.
I'll tell you if you get it right.
Slubislava.
Not you, Deontay.
The M something
Right.
begins with M.
I ain't
No.
guessing anymore.
I ain't guessing no more. You gave up.
Yeah, I gave up already.
HPI M, whatever the M one is.
It looks like a piece of shit. Is what it looks like.
You wish you had one of these. This is more than
Is that
all
a-
your cars.
5T or 5B?
Yeah. This is a
What the
Rally
fuck?
5T, 5B.
Damn.
Well, hell, that's the perfect car for you. Just JTing it around.
12S.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's what you put the 12S ESC in?
Yep.
What motor you got, son? You got 1100 kV?
This is the 800 kV Castle.
The 800 kV?
Because this 12S capable, so I said, hey, that's a good one.
What connectors you got? EC8s?
I got these big ass fucking
QRS.
QSA.
USA?
You got batteries for that?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're
Hell
definitely going to need some tires for that thing then.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Tires are hard to find. They're hard to find.
What hex is that?
It's 24, but these are like really narrow tires.
Yeah.
Can't you get adapters, the hub extenders or something, and run something else?
Well,
Right, eat the
some
shit
of the
out of
other
that
tires
body.
will fit, but just
Yeah.
the way the body sits so low because of the rally car, it'll rub.
Okay.
So I'm going to put the drip screws.
Easy.
I'm going to just lower the thing and try to put the DBXL tires.
Right on.
That nigga got a big ass head.
That's a huge bitch.
Hey, mama, no.
Yeah, that's big as fuck. Damn.
That body was huge, baby.
Dude, I can't believe how big it is. So I was telling Deontay, I couldn't find decal. That's just discontinued. There
Yeah,
are
I
no
seen you had to do
decals.
Hot Wheels.
I couldn't find any fucking
What?
sticker
Okay.
kits for or something that was big enough. So I did order some Power Wheel stickers.
Nice.
I'll
Shit.
have to cut them, but at least it just won't be all black. I'll have
You don't
tail
know
lights and
anybody
headlights.
with a fucking Cricket? They can print you stickers, bro.
Hey, you gonna bring it to the Ohio Bash, or we have it sold by then?
Oh no, I'll have it.
Hey, I do have a Cricket.
Yeah, you can print stickers, fucking wraps. My wife's got the newest one. I haven't had her print me anything, but a buddy of mine, he prints off a bunch of them.
That
Dickhead.
thing's huge, bro.
It is absolutely gigantic, dude. It's like it's cool to work on, but I have to sit on the floor.
Yeah.
The table's a pain.
You still have to sit on the floor.
I can't like open any drawers or anything.
Jeez.
Is that the biggest car you got now?
Hell yeah, man. That's definitely huge. The diff probably took the center diff. I tried to put some 20 million. I emptied two things. 20 million comes in those.
Holy shit.
It took both of them, and then I topped it off with some whatever I had, 300,000.
Jeez. You should have did half 20 million, about 10 earplugs, and then topped it off with a little.
I think I did throw an earplug in too, and I'm like, fuck.
Have you ran
Yeah.
it yet? Have you tested
No,
it out?
I just got it the other day. So I
Oh, you're
tore it
about
all
to get
apart,
a fuck
put it
ton
all
of
back
snow, ain't
together.
you?
Yeah, we got some today. Snowed all damn day.
Yeah, here too. Well, it
Let me
started
show
here
you
yesterday.
the shock fluid, right?
What's that?
This is your average shock fluid size, right? And you'll feel like 2 to 3 shocks with these regular size shocks.
Yeah.
This is the shock fluid for the Lowe's.
Jeez. Yeah, I got some.
Damn.
Let me move some of this shit around.
Yep. I emptied a lot of shock fluid filling these things.
Yeah, you're talking about these little 20 million cups.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I got some special shock fluid in this joint. Ooh, that's that. Don't even rebound shit.
Smells like rotten sushi.
This is what I usually use though. TLR.
Oh yeah. Yep, that's right. I tell you what, you son of a bitch, right there, put that shit in.
Yep, got the 80. I got some of that. That's what some of that's in this bottle. Heavy.
Probably.
I put
Hey.
90. I put
Hey.
90 in the rear because I've had it forever and I wanted to use it.
I'll be damned.
One of the
boys.
bottles
I'll be
have this
damned. Look at
mixed in
that.
it.
Look at that right there.
Yeah.
This
80,
is my
baby.
other shock
Or
fluid.
70. I got 70.
See that? Yeah. Y'all sleeping on the tire wet gel. Nah, for real. That's what
Easy got 72, baby. He's got racers though.
this bottle is. This shit's thick.
Put that in your diff.
I've put it in shocks, and holy fuck, it's pretty nice.
I put this in all my shocks to make them real stiff right here.
Yeah, it jumps and just thump.
Well, this would be a good one for some shocks.
Yeah,
Joe Girding, I think he's using the Castle BEC 2.0.
Yes, sir.
Did you set the voltage on that BEC?
What's that?
You set the voltage on the BEC?
Yeah, they come in like 5.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I set it up to 7.2.
why 2 and not 4?
4 wasn't an option. It went to 7.2 or 7.5 or 6. I'm like, what?
That's weird.
I'd have put that shit on 8.
Oh,
How much was that ESC?
240, 230. Something.
Oh, that ain't bad.
No, not for a 12S.
No.
I got it from my best friend.
Deontay.
What are you putting in there?
Hey,
SMC
we
graphene?
were just talking about him a little bit ago, Heavy. David's the man. That's where all them ESCs come from.
What you say, Lucas?
I said, don't put none of those graphene batteries in there.
Oh, hell no.
That bitch will be a Power Wheel flame ball.
Dude, it takes so much solder to fill up these holes on this QS8.
Yeah. You got to use an actual, like, big fucking soldering gun for those.
I mean, I was just going in, and it just kept sucking it up and sucking it up. Like, what the fuck?
And then you got a big ass 6-gauge wire, and it's still sucking it all up.
Dude, this wire is so fucking big. 6-gauge, just like almost like a car battery wire.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Ouch.
The Castle XLX2 uses
Kurt's RC in the house.
8-gauge.
I've never
Yeah,
used.
don't forget your anti-spark.
I'm not a big fan of the XLX2s.
I never had one, but I know for sure when I first fire it up, it'll be outside.
Yeah. Fired up's right.
Luckily, this one was used, so I know it'll catch on fire.
Kaboom!
I put the 1100 in this thing, this thing, in XLX2.
What is that?
This is DBXL.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah. You're really gonna need some new diffs now.
yeah.
Oh, no, I got the metal ones.
Oh, that's right. You did get the metal ones.
What do you got in your center, Heavy?
20 million.
Mm.
And I got 20 million in the rear.
Well, let me ask you this, buddy. Do you have your people, your body, your little guys in the top to the DBXL still?
Yep. You know what I did? I cut a metal, like a flat little metal piece, like a frame, and put it in there and then put bolts through. Because that shit fell off like after the first couple bashes.
Yeah,
You know,
2 or 3
the whole
jumps.
frame.
Yeah, 2 or 3 jumps, and those things fall straight through.
So they're in there.
You know you got to take it off now, right?
No.
Yeah, you're not fitting that ESC in there with it.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Them
I'll cut around
wires.
They're staying in. I can promise you that.
Listen, I'll tell you what, Heavy, if you use these things right here,
Dude,
they
There
will
you
get
go.
wire
There's your
management.
plug.
You can make sure your wires go wherever you want if you use. Hold
$2.99
on.
at Costco with the coupon code Beast Mode.
Yes. Gear ties. Nah.
Hey, Beast Mode gonna like hand them out at the Ohio Bash to everybody. Here's a box for you. A box
Yo,
Get some-
I've got a backpack full of those
Beast Mode
fucking
logo on it.
things.
Beast Mode logo on it.
Yeah.
Oh man, my wheel just fell off. Hold on a second.
Hold on. Get a gear
Lucas,
tie.
hold on, I got this. It'll tie it right back on.
I know what
Hey.
the problem is.
It's funny you said that because I was gonna fucking wrap some of these around a tire. Like, you know how some people put rubber bands around them to keep them from ballooning? I was gonna try to hot glue one of these around it or something and see what happened.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but I just haven't got to that yet.
This nigga's not playing.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna make a commercial. When your tires fall off, that'll cost you thousands.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Try these new tire wraps from Beast Mode RC.
Definitely.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Oh shit.
I like that
Hey,
accent
DZ,
you're doing
did you
right
say you're
there.
going to that comp tomorrow?
Oh, I'm thinking about it.
I say
Hey.
go. Let's see what that thing can do.
It's only supposed to be 20 below there, right?
I know, bro, but it's outdoors, or it's indoors. But I'm like,
Oh.
bro, it's 45 minutes away, and gas is expensive.
Yeah,
That's a
Carpool.
$60 trip.
Huh?
that's true.
That's a
It is.
$60 trip.
Like I said in the chat the other day, we're gonna have the Ohio Bash on Zoom.
Yeah.
So funny.
It's gonna cost it's gonna cost Gabe $1,000 just to drive up here and back.
You better fucking fly. Ship his cars and fly.
That's what I told him to do. He's like, I don't like flying. I don't like flying. Like if you fly,
We don't fly in Texas.
They could all fly to Heavy's airport and carpool with him.
Oh,
Oh, heavy metal. Everybody can ride in the Nissan Frontier.
oh.
Even that'll cost $1,000 in gas.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's not that good on gas. I just say that. Actually sucks. Well, I drive like an asshole. That's why.
Yeah, that's probably somewhat to do with it.
But when you work 75 miles away, you're not going to go the speed limit. It'll take forever to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine your gas on the way back and forth to work now.
Sucks. My first hour there, I'm just paying for the gas to get there.
Right?
No, I thought I had a crawler battery, just one, but
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Put a new motor in that crawler today, there, Mr. Heavy.
Oh yeah, I seen it. Yeah, that other motor was like a 12 turn, so it works, but not for crawling.
No, this one's 29 turn.
Oh yeah, that's plenty slow.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, it is. And then I got Big Head he 3D printed me a Yeti cooler and stuff to put in the back on the flatbed here.
Oh.
And then he 3D printed me some deer antlers that I'm gonna put back here too as well and glue them all down.
You can print all that?
Yeah, I just had to send him the files. I'm gonna pay. I told him I'd pay him for them, but
Or you can find the files online and
he was making the 3D
Yeah.
cooler. He's making the 3D cooler earlier, so he
gonna
just told me I had to
freaking
give him
print to a
some
BK
measurements
too?
on the flatbed and all that stuff. And
they have 3D printers in South Carolina?
I think they do.
We're doing big things in the world.
Damn, what a time to be alive, I tell you.
It's great, man. I did get some new Big Head stickers in the mail the other day too, man. He sent me some Big Head stickers.
Boy, I tell you what.
Man, people are just so nice these days.
You know what I noticed about Castle motors? They don't
Huh?
rattle when you push it. They don't, like Arma motors.
Yeah.
They don't do that. They're silent. It may be a little knobby noise, but they're not. The loudest are the Arma 3S.
Yes.
You push the Arma 3S, it.
How'd that go again? Do that again, Heavy.
Bag.
My little Lucy, hi, big biscuit. Look at that big biscuit, girl. Hi, big biscuit, girl. Hi, baby.
Good puppy. Don't hit me. Quit.
I think that 5T, because that's an older one. I think it lasted so long because everything looks so crisp and new on the inside. I think that gas they use with the oil, I think it preserves everything.
Yep.
It doesn't let it rust.
Got a lot of that oil in it.
Yeah. There are no scratches in the chassis. I don't know what he did with it, but he obviously rode it. The tires are bald as shit. He must have just JT the shit out of it.
Be right back.
Yeah, the person you got it from definitely does that.
Well, when he got it, the tires were bald.
You know what, DG? I think I'm gonna go drive. I'm gonna go do a comp tomorrow too.
Well, that's good, buddy. Jeremy, were you tired? You didn't do shit all day.
I know. I laid around, man.
Go do a comp with my mudslingers.
I'll tell you what, gonna comp like hell.
They're gonna comp these nuts.
Yeah. Who's gonna say these nuts?
For some reason, as soon as you said that, it popped in my head. Tango Danro. Speak Spanish, Lucas.
Muchas gracias, señor.
Mama La Panga.
Gracias. Quiero panocho la grande y chichis. Oh, let's see if my arrows are done. Arrows aren't ready yet.
What you doing to your arrows?
Had to build. I'm building me some new arrows today. Trying out some new insert glue instead of using a actual arrow insert glue. I use Gorilla Glue.
Why don't you use some of that red Loctite?
I just use Gorilla Glue. You're supposed to wait 24 hours for the other stuff, but these right here, man, they're already solid in there.
Oh,
What the fuck?
hey, take it easy.
Take it easy, beast mode.
Hey, whoa.
Probably woke up the house.
Easy back there, Joe. Easy, boy. What? Leave my card box alone. Leave the Limitless box up there, bro. That's my display kit. Bro, that's my background when I'm on a video. What did you just move?
Dude, if you want to fix arrows, I got the perfect tool. This right here. If you wrap this shit around your arrow, that shit will go 3 times as straight, 3 times as fast.
Hey, did Beast Mode send you those? Did Beast Mode send you those?
Yeah.
You can't even use them no more because every time you even look at them, you think of beast mode.
Oh shit! You guys will come to the gear tie side one day.
Scratch my eye with it. Works pretty good.
You can clean your ears, pick your nose.
Works great.
Yeah.
Tie it on something.
Got six sexy new arrows.
Look at this piece of doo-doo. Piece of shit. Giant motor. Piece of shit.
What's wrong with it?
It's just slow.
Oh.
I'm gonna miss it though. I had a lot of fun with this. 780 kV.
780 kV. That's a huge bitch.
You can't rebuild it or what?
No, it's fine. I just wanted something faster.
Oh,
He just needs something a little bit bigger to put in that big old bitch.
No, this thing's about as big as they get. It's the same size as this here castle.
He says same size.
This just 1100. It's going to go a lot faster, and it's a castle. Whoa!
whoa. That's fast.
So we got some action going.
Yeah.
My action,
Hooking up
boys, my
Looking up
action
this new
jacket.
Noble. This new Noble is pretty nice.
Damn.
Take it easy.
Is that your cell
Yeah.
phone?
Stop showing off, man.
How much was that? $350?
250.
Oh.
Oh, hey,
wow.
hey, Mr. Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
I was on the other chat. They have kind of like a room where you can go in and just chat without being live. But Big Head got that same ESC that you gave me, that one that's Bluetooth,
Yeah,
and he got it to work.
he did.
Yeah. Yep.
Secure.
Hey, you might be able to get to work the shit with the batteries. It has a controller, the little button with it, so you'll get
Yeah,
that soon.
he said that it had like a bunch of firmware updates whenever he downloaded the app.
I got pissed off. I didn't feel like I don't know if they had the updates already, so it might still work.
Yeah, that's why I told him. I said, "Well, I'm gonna let you test it for a little bit and make sure it's good." I said, and then I'll
Don't
figure
throw
out
it
how to
away.
do it off of you, and then I'll put it in. Beast mode,
Shit.
you okay, buddy?
I'm trying to read all the fucking comments. There's a lot, y'all.
Did you eat a lot of food today? A lot of junk?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Beast mode.
You had a lot. Did you have spaghetti?
Yeah, with fuck. What was you saying? Put on spaghetti. I forget. That day
I went to the archery shop today for that thing, and they had a food truck there outside. And if you bought something, you got a free lunch or whatever. I went out there to the food truck, and I got their nachos, but it was loaded pulled pork nachos, dude. Oh my god, they were fire, man.
Damn.
Pulled pork nachos sounds delicious.
I'd never had it before, dude, and it was freaking awesome. I was like, damn, I've never had pulled pork nachos. They were fire, dude.
Food trucks usually have kick-ass food.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We've got this one close to me. It's a food truck. They travel around, and they got pulled pork nachos, brisket nachos, bro. Oh my god.
Easy. Take it easy, Deezy.
Oh,
Man, take it easy. What's wrong with you, man?
Take it easy, as Heavy said.
The baby's hiding right now.
Take it easy.
Oh.
This thing is fast.
Are you gonna crawl up the sun?
Yeah, today, later.
Hey, one day I was watching a live. I think it was at work. Deontay's live, and Lucas was just like that. And he looked like he was alone. And his daughter came in, looked at him, grabbed something off the table, and hauled ass.
Take it easy, JoJo. Take it easy. Easy.
Pick me up. Pick me
I
up.
don't want to pick you up. You're too heavy.
Why?
Because I said so.
Poop deck patty. Heavy don't want to see you today.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Jojo, your dad stinks. I can smell him from here. Hey, you.
You stink, Harry.
Oh,
It's always funny. It's funny when a kid says it.
yeah.
Say hi, Deezy.
Hi, Daisy.
Hi,
Say
Addie.
hi, Beast Mode.
Call you Addie.
Call her heavy.
Hey.
Bye, to Harry.
Listen, you got this on YouTube now.
I don't think Deezy heard it.
What
He's
happened?
balls deep in that servo.
He's hearing all that beep, beep.
Yeah, he
beep,
didn't. He
beep.
didn't hear it.
Fastest servo I ever seen.
Don't say that again.
That's a bad JoJo.
That's a bad JoJo. What, babe? You want to what? Say hi. Say hi, Heavy. There you go.
Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to me. Trust me, she said it. She said worse. Hey, hold on a second. Go down for a minute. Go over that way. It was one day we got up and we was all getting ready, and Tara was fixing cinnamon rolls for the kids before school. Well, Tara forgot they were in there, and I come in the kitchen. I was like, what's burning? She goes,
Oh
oh
shit!
my God, there were cinnamon rolls in there. And she said, get
I
them
think
out.
she's up on.
Opened it, and it was burnt. And she pulled them out, and she come around the corner, and the first thing out of her mouth, with not even skipping a beat, she seen the cinnamon rolls burnt. And she goes, what the fuck?
Bro, I think she's on your top shelf. One stop.
What's that?
I think she's on your top shelf back there.
No, that's on the dryer. She's on the dryer.
Oh, I seen her little feet about your head height. I was like, whoa,
No,
shit.
she gets on the dryer and sits right there. There's a little stool or whatever.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, she said that without missing a beat. Me and Tara looked at each other. I was like,
Yeah, my granddaughter's
what
like
did
that,
she
man.
just say?
She comes up with some off the wall
Oh
shit.
my God.
Did your wife say, well, she gets it from you?
No, she didn't say that. I try not to. I mean, I'm here, I do a little bit, but I try not to around the house. I don't really curse.
Not me.
Me neither.
I say what the hell I want.
Yeah.
She can adapt.
What are you doing?
My kid won't even say butthole. I'm like, that's not a bad word. Yeah, she won't want to say it. I'm like, what the hell? How did you turn out like this?
Oh, that's Charlie and Shelby. Both of them, they won't say nothing like that. I'll show Charlie. I see like a girl and a baby. I'm like, Charlie, check this out, and he's like, oh, Dad, no, I'm not looking at that.
You're like,
she's
look
in
at
a
those
bikini,
titties.
bro. She's in a bikini. Check her out.
Like, Charlie, look at these titties.
No, I don't say that.
He said, "Charlie, look at
You
the
got this
camera."
stuff. You're so silly. You're so silly, Heavy.
Yeah, but what do you think he would do?
Oh, dude, he would probably he'd probably be speechless.
that would be hilarious.
No, I got
Look
I
at
can't.
that.
I understand. I got some pretty good kids, man.
Fuck.
They both on the honor roll. You know what I'm saying? They're just good kids.
Don't worry, that'll change.
I'm sure it will.
No, I'm just kidding.
Shelby's she's getting ready to turn next month. Adeline JoJo turns 4 and Shelby turns 13. The big teenager stage.
Ooh, good luck with that, brother.
I know. She's already got an attitude.
They're daddy's girls until they hit about that age and they get interested in the boys, and then it's
And then I get interested in buying more guns. And
yeah.
You don't know nothing, Dad.
Yeah.
He loves me.
I can't wait to move out.
Oh, I hope that day doesn't come.
He loves me.
I'll be heartbroken.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
coming
you know
for
what's
too,
funny?
eventually, Heavy.
My wife used to say that, and her parents used to say, he don't love you. He don't do this. Because we were together when she was 14. We actually ended up getting married.
How old are you?
I was 17.
I thought you was 21.
When she was 14? No, I was a senior and she was a freshman. You always prey on the freshmen because they're so, oh.
Yep.
Well, I'm
They want the older dudes. She was
Hey.
a girl.
my wife's
Is
7
it-
years younger than I am.
I was about to ask, is everybody's chicks
Yeah,
younger
my
than them?
My wife's 35.
Yeah, mine's
Mine-
younger
mine-
than me too.
Holy shit! One stop. I forgot your wife was that young.
Yep, she's 35. So.
I'm 29 and my girl is 33.
Oh, yours is older, DZ?
Yeah. I've always fucked with older chicks though. I was
I
fucking
have
with this
before.
bitch. I was
I've done
19. I was 19 and this girl I was messing with was 62.
What the
No.
fuck?
Girl, hey, girl, you mean grandma?
No.
I was hoping I would get that.
She was like, suck it to me.
Come
Oh.
on, DZ. Did you
Oh,
pick up
suck
my
it to me.
pants?
Yeah.
Wow.
Will you go get my shirts, DZ?
Will you hand me my milk of magnesia?
Jesus.
I get stopped up.
That's funny.
She probably had
Good
baked
shit.
good cookies, huh? Probably had some sex and ate some delicious chocolate cookies.
Bro, that bitch was 41 when you was born. What the
No,
fuck?
but I
On
was
her
with a
third
girl.
husband.
When I was how old was I? Like I was like 22 maybe, and she was like 35.
Oh, that
Well, I
ain't
was.
bad.
I got you beat, DZ. I was 21, and I actually married an older woman. She was 39.
Ah, that ain't bad either. When you get over 20 years, that's when I think you're like, oh shit.
No.
You're gonna be there someday.
Oh, suck it to me, Lucas.
Yeah.
Give me some of that penis.
It was funny because her oldest son was about my age.
You stupid.
Damn.
Did he call you dad?
No.
Hey, Dad, got $5? Bitch, we work at the same place.
Titties and bear. Great big titties in my bear.
I love those motherfucking titties.
Right.
Titties and beer.
Dear penis, I don't love you anymore.
Say, Rodney Carrington is a phenomenal country singer.
Yeah.
His
Yes.
shit is funny, but he also is a good country singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. You put me in places that I've never seen before. Oh my God, not again.
I'm back, yeah!
All right, I'll whip his ass in a minute.
Charlie, get your ass in here.
Charlie, she said, Charlie bit me. What?
Ow, Charlie.
Okay, I'm going to get off here in a few, okay? Because I'm getting tired. I got a job I got to do tomorrow, too. So,
Damn, you're working weekends too?
yep.
Fuck.
That's your name?
That's my name. One stop.
One stop.
Yeah, I'm probably about to get off here in a second too. My fucking head is pounding.
Oh yeah, how you feeling, DZ? How's the little one?
Say you paint
Man, he's better today. He a lot better today. He all running around being bad again.
Ain't it crazy
Oh,
how the
that's
little
right.
ones bounce back?
I forgot you went home
Yeah,
from work.
man. But I feel like shit.
Yeah, I seen it on Facebook the other day. I was like, damn.
All right, JoJo. All right, fellas, I'm going to jump off here.
All right,
See you
what's up?
later.
Later.
Talk to you guys later in the chat.
Yeah, I'm
Bye,
probably about to
JoJo.
See you guys. Peace.
All right, man.
You about to get off, D?
Yeah, I feel like shit, man. My head hurt.
All right, go lay it down, eat some spaghetti.
I'm gonna go watch some Fox News like a white guy.
Oh,
You
hey,
know what, Tucker.
and
Yeah.
Or
At
use some-
least you like Fox and not fucking all them other bullshit. Oh,
CNN.
yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to
alright,
find a good one.
I'm getting off here and gonna go grab some gear ties and see what I can.
Yeah.
You know, you could probably wrap toilet paper around it. You know, wipe your ass. So like reaching back, just
I'm sure you can figure that out. You have hot glued together. Look, you can break it right off.
yeah.
All right, see y'all later.
All right,
All
fellas.
right, y'all.
Talk to y'all later.
Yeah.